Lord. I don't know if anybody will come, but you guys are going to be on a road trip. As long as I think somebody potentially is listening, I'll be able to stay awake. Okay. So, I'm on my way home from Pennsylvania, from Cashtown Inn, and I needed company because I have trouble staying awake. Doesn't look like anybody's here yet, but hopefully there'll be somebody that I feel like I'm chatting to. Hopefully I'll be able to see the chat, actually. I don't even know if I'll be able to see the chat, to be honest. Huh. I don't think I will. Somebody, when anybody comes in, say something, because I want to see. Trust me, I'm not going to be driving. I'll be, okay, I do see the chat. Sweet Laura, yay. Okay. You guys are going to keep me company on my right ride home. Even if it's just you, Laura, I just need somebody to talk to because I fall asleep. I'm about 4 hours away. I stopped and got gas. I got this thing for my car to hold up. I am heading home from Cashtown Inn. So me and Juliet went to Cashtown Inn. It's like, okay, so it's not only supposed to be haunted, but also has a lot of history, like the Battle of Gettysburg. It's like 8 or 9 miles from Gettysburg, but it has like importance if you like study. Like that movie Gettysburg was filmed there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we did a little tour. Yeah, I'm gonna be driving in 1 minute. I'm just taking my medicine and then we're gonna get on the road. So you guys are just gonna watch me drive. I wish I would have got it started earlier, dude. The road I was just on, I took a video. I'll play it on when I get home on my next live. But the road was it was the most beautiful. Like, okay, the fall trees haven't quite turned, but they were starting to turn, and it was like a roller coaster road, like hills and like the trees all like enclosed the road. It was so pretty. I'm like, man, I wish I could pull over. I didn't have this thing to hold up my phone. I had to stop at a gas station. So I was trying to test it to see if I could hold my phone up. I'm like, that's gonna be dangerous. So I had to wait. But we'll be driving in 1 minute. I'm just taking my medicine, so it'll be a little bit more interesting driving once we start driving. Hold on 1 second, okay? I just gotta take some medicine and then we are off. I just had to set this up. I finally got a stand for my car to have my phone in my car so I could do like maybe some live streams in my car. Okay, almost there, guys, and we'll take off. So I don't know if I'll do it. I have a 4-hour drive home. It was 5.5 hours, but I'm about 4 hours away. So I don't know if my little Dramamine. No, I get tired. What do you mean? So I don't know if what was I gonna say? Hold on. I got a full tank of gas. I shouldn't have to stop again unless I have to pee. Which there is a good chance I would do because I drink a lot. I'm drinking like, instead of coffee, I'm going energy drink wise since I have trouble staying awake. Can you guys hear me okay though? I hope. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna be leaving in 1 second and we'll just chat. I want to talk to you about actually I want to talk to you about a couple cases. Anyway, so I figured why not? Like, I'm sitting in my room talking about cases. I have stuff in my memory. I don't need to always share my screen. I'm constantly watching true crime stuff. So I would like to talk about a couple things, but just give me 1 minute so I can get on the road. All right, get my seatbelt on. Okay, cool. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I'm happy. Let's see if this works, guys. If this works and I'm able to, I think, because like if I'm on the phone with somebody, I'm fine. Like if I'm talking, but like the minute like music doesn't help, like I have narcolepsy. I really have trouble staying awake driving. And I've been talking about like I should do a live stream, and if I'm talking to you guys, it'll feel like, you know, that talking to somebody, and I think I'll be able to stay awake. So we're going to test this out. Because normally, like on the way there, I'm usually good. Go ahead. On the way there, I'm usually good because I'm excited, but I still sometimes struggle. But on the way back, it is miserable. Last time I had to stop and take a nap, and it helped. It helped a little bit. Like it helped so I could, like I'll be like smacking my face and freaking, like, shaking my head like to stay awake and stuff. So But like when I'm talking to somebody on the phone, I don't have that problem. So let's see if this works. I hope. Tammy, no, you're not blocked. I just saw your thing, but I'm not going to be able to check because I'm driving. You should 100% not be blocked. No way. Unless if I accidentally, when I was trying to take...
Merge onto Pennsylvania Turnpike West.
You guys can hear that, huh? I only have my phone, so I can't... I have to have my directions because I don't... You know, I can't turn that off, so...
For 142 miles, continue straight.
Okay, we'll be good for 142 miles, so it shouldn't talk again. Anyway, no, Tammy, you definitely should not be blocked. I don't know, unless if I accidentally hit something. But and I can't really check right now because I'm on the road. The GPS does? It does? Okay. Well, you're saying it does. You didn't mean to say doesn't, right? Well, that's all right. I don't think we have 143 miles before it'll come on again, so we'll be good. I'll try to give you a warning when it's going to come on again. Because there's nothing I could do. I don't have any other way to go live than from my phone. It's a beautiful day, though. Hopefully we have some more beautiful trees. The trees haven't quite, changed colors yet. I mean, they're starting to. There's little reds coming through. Like, when I was in that cool road, I wish I could have went live then. I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, I got a video, so I'll play it on my next live for you guys. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so much fun to drive, too. It's like a roller coaster, like up and down hills and curves. Okay, thank you. Tammy, I hope you could chat soon. Wonder why it's not letting you. So one of my viewers messaged me, like, I'm blocked, I can't chat. So it's popping up, so you definitely shouldn't be blocked though. So when I get home or I stop, I'll check. I don't think I would have done anything when I was trying to take off. I had to take off my case for my magnet to work and then to put the magnet on for the stand. So, I mean, my fingers were hitting all kinds of things, but that was before I went live, so I don't think it should have affected the live. Tammy Wells. No, mods, I don't think it's nothing you guys just did. I think it was just from the beginning. Somehow she must have maybe blocked on accident. I'm not trying to say mods did anything. I'm saying, like, maybe I accidentally hit something earlier. I don't know. I wasn't on YouTube. Anyway, okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys. Well, yeah, you don't see her because she can't talk. She's blocked. That's what she's saying. She can't chat. It's not letting her chat. I just said reconnect. It's back. I have it up high so I'm able to look over and see some of the chat, and I'm not at red. I don't worry, I'm driving safe. So are you still getting the loading ring? Anyway, can you hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me try to move this up a little bit. I better not mess with it. That's all right. That's a good angle. I would like to have it a little bit higher, but I think that's all right. Okay, cool. That's what I was saying. I was saying, guys, if you get the loading ring, just hang in there. It'll come back. I might get some bad service throughout here. Oh, okay. So yeah, just hang in there. It'll come back. I just had to reconnect. Anyway, so what have you guys been watching that Boy on the Box trial though? What do you guys think of that? I haven't watched all of it. I watched a little bit of it the day before I left. I watched his testimony, the boys. I watched a little bit of here and there of other ones, a little bit of Court TV watching it. I know, isn't it? I wish I would have had the live earlier. Look how, you actually, I don't know if this is picking it up, but some of the trees are looking pretty. We got some reds and greens. Is it picking it up at all? It's not full, full fall colors, but it's getting there, dude. This is my favorite season. And I had a good birthday. So my birthday was yesterday. So me and Julia went to Cashtown, like I said. Let me just talk about that real quick, and then I'll talk about the Boy in the Box. So yeah, we go to Cashtown. Look it up if you guys don't know of it. What I did is I typed in haunted places to stay that were somewhat in between, because we like to meet halfway, so there was somewhat halfway between me and Julia. It ended up being a lot longer for me, 5.5 hours for me, but It's all right. I'm the one that picked it, so I kind of screwed that up. But no, I'm glad. I mean, sometimes you have to. It's not that bad. So yeah. So Cashtown Inn, it's in Pennsylvania. If you look up Gettysburg, there's a movie that was filmed there, but there's a lot of history from the Gettysburg, the Battle of Gettysburg and stuff like that. So hey, Pablo. And then they filmed. There's pictures from when they filmed. What's that? Sam Elliott stayed there when they filmed. Did they say Martin Sheen was in that movie? And then it's supposedly haunted. So there's like water running through the basement. I have pictures. I'll show you in videos. But so that was pretty cool. The room. The first night I had some things where I thought so. We didn't know if there was somebody staying next to us, right? So, and we went over and looked, and it looked dark, and it almost looked like there was a board over the window. So I'm like, there's no way that somebody's staying there and they would have the window boarded up, because we were hearing people walk like all night on the other side. I mean, it sounded so weird that it sounded like they were like in our room. The way that the thing, I don't know, it's just weird. It sounds like the people are walking in the room, like right in front of you. Anyway, so the first night I'm hearing all this crazy stuff. We're hearing like walking back and forth. We heard somebody coughing, and then we heard something that sounded like pills dropping. I did, at least. It woke me up. I woke up a few times, like heart pounding. I'm like, oh. But then we find out the next day there was a lady staying there. So then yesterday it wasn't that scary, because then we ended up meeting the couple that stayed there the next day. But for that first night, I was freaked out because I didn't think anybody was over there. It was still weird noises, though, guys. It was. So yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania right now. Those of you that are just joining, we're about to go. I mean, I don't know. I'm heading towards Ohio. So back home. But anyway, so okay, so that's our trip. It was really fun, though. I'll show you pictures and stuff. It's a really neat place because it has so much history, you know, with the history and stuff. I'm gonna turn on my cruise control. Okay, so Boy in the Box now. Let's talk about that a little bit. What do you guys think of that? Hi, Juicy. What do you guys think? Has anybody watched the whole thing? And since I haven't watched like everything, is there enough reason to believe that the boy really is dangerous? Like their kids are at risk? If you guys are familiar with what I'm talking about, there's a trial going on Court TV. They call it The Boy in the Box, but it's like imprisonment. They're getting, like, the two parents are arrested for, like, you know, CA type charges, imprisonment and stuff like that. So what happened is, okay, cold case. I saw part of that. I couldn't read it all since I'm driving. But anyway, so I might pass this guy because he's not even going to the speed limit. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So those of you who aren't familiar with it, there's this couple in Florida. They have their own kids, and then they adopted a child from Vietnam. And he's like 14, right? Is he 14 now? Or was it just, I don't know, maybe he's 16 now. I think it was 14 when the videos were taken. I think he's 14. But anyway, somebody knows any different, let me know. Why am I thinking, is he 16 now, or is he still 14? And I don't know. But anyway, so they adopted him from Vietnam. I don't even know how many kids they have. I know they have younger kids. They had a baby when they had it, like after they had him and stuff. So I don't know. I know they have a few kids, right, of their own. Well, they abused him. Well, yeah, well, that's what I want to get more clarity on. So they felt like he was, their defense is they felt like he was dangerous and to their other kids because he would like steal knives. He brought a box cutter to school. He got in fights at school, was getting in trouble, steals things. And their defense is they are afraid to let him out with their other kids. They're afraid that he's going to hurt them. There was a witness that I saw, part of a witness of a guy said that how like in the pool he'll like dunk the other kids under, not even in a playful way. Like he'll dunk them under the water, push them under when they don't want to be done. I mean, they're not playing back. And like the knives get stolen and stuff like that, and they think he's dangerous. Okay, so that's their kind of defense. So what they did is they built this 8x8 room in the garage with a bed, a desk. He has some pictures hung up. There's a video camera that videos him, and then there's a bucket that he has to pee and poop in, but not all the time. It sounds like they let him out sometimes, you know. He goes out to school. He goes, you know, he's not in there 24 hours a day because he does go to school and stuff. And then so yeah, he goes to school, but then when he comes home, they lock him in there. So the lock is from the outside, so he can't get out. And so, like, in the middle of the night, if he has to pee and poop, he just goes in the bucket, which the bucket's, like, right by his head. Well, I don't know which side he sleeps. They won't show us the video, so I don't know if his head's by the bucket or not, but the bucket's right by the freaking bed. And it's, like, just like a mattress on the floor, you know? But it's a bed, you know? Some people, it's just what... In general, like, there's some people that just can't afford it, so, I mean, some people do just... Kids do lay on mattresses, so that part isn't necessarily horrible, the mattress on the floor. Because, you know, some people, they can't afford it, but there's some people, families, where I would 100% not consider it abuse if they're sleeping on a mattress on the floor. You know, you do what you can to survive, you know. It's comfortable enough. I slept on an air mattress for 8 years, you know. But anyway, the point is that they're locking him in this 8x8 room, and they're not letting him out. And so when he comes home, they don't let him out. I don't know how often. I think he does get out a little bit. I don't know if he has to eat all the time. That's what I need to be more clear on. Like, does he ever get out to eat? Like, does he ever get out if he's good? I don't know. I know he gets out to go to school, and I know they threaten, like, oh, we're going to homeschool you if you don't straighten up. And, you know, they yell at him. Like, they do have an air conditioner installed in there, but he's not... I think he's allowed to use it sometimes, but sometimes he's not. And that's another thing I want a little bit of clarity on. Is he allowed, like, when there's when it's really hot, when it would be like abuse to not have the air on? Are those the times they're really not letting him use the air? Or is it times where it's like, it's not that bad, and no, you were bad, so we're using this as a reward? So, because I didn't have air growing up, you know. I didn't have air until I was probably like 16. Like, I grew up all without air. It was freaking hot as crap in my house. Small, tiny room I shared with my sister. It was probably as small as his room, but I shared it, bunk beds. But anyway, besides the point, I didn't get locked in there, I know, and I didn't have to pee in a bucket. But my point is the air condition, I would need to know the details. That's why I don't know enough. I'm going to watch a little bit more when I go home. Maybe we could talk about it. But is it when it's like extremely hot, where it's like, since he is enclosed in that box and there's no windows, if it's hot, so, you know, we had windows at least, then they need to let him have the air on. But if it's like cool nights maybe, and they're using it as like, okay, if you're not good, you're not going to get the air, like, and it helps like him maybe behave, I don't know. Don't hate me for saying that, but I just don't know all the details. Yeah, it's bad to lock somebody in a box. Heck yeah, I don't agree with that. But how much are they scared of him hurting the other kids? Has he ever threatened real harm to the other kids? Like, I would need to know all that. And what I would probably have done is, maybe if it was that bad, like that bad, where I was afraid for the safety of my other kids, if they could be just using that as a defense, I know. But let's just give them the benefit of the doubt, just for hypothetically. Let's imagine. Let's say what they're saying is true, and he is like dangerous, and they are afraid. Because here's the thing: when kids murder, they're like, you know, we've had like 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds killing. No, I'm gonna get over, buddy. You can pass me. Killing, you know, their sister. Remember that 14-year-old girl that killed her brother? Like, it happens, and sometimes there's no signs. But what I'm saying is, he's stealing knives. He is coming across as what they're saying is kind of violent, and he's acting out. And I know he needs better parenting, but what I'm saying is, sometimes there's not a warning. Like, that is a warning right there, but sometimes it's like, by the time he does do something where it's serious, then somebody could be dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, he never really stabbed anybody yet. Well, yeah, but if it gets to that point, then that person might be dead then, you know? So I do think they should have maybe sent him away. And here's the thing. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, there's a lot of help to get this kid help. I agree, but I disagree to a point. because I've heard stories about people not, like, they say that there's help out there, but to actually get it and it really works quick. I mean, that the kind of therapy takes time. So maybe they should have got him therapy, and at night maybe locked him up so he couldn't get out when he's unsupervised, lock him up, get him, but while he's still on therapy and getting help. The fact that they just got him, he had that oppositional defiant disorder, whatever it was, and then they just didn't get him therapy. But what I'm saying is, the therapy in itself isn't fix all. So it's not like, okay, he's in therapy so we can unlock and he won't be a harm to the kids. No, there's still gonna be a fear. I understand that. I would still be scared. So what I would want is get him in therapy, and then somehow keep him very heavily supervised. And if you can't, then lock him up. But if you can, let him out at times and go through therapy, and then show him a lot of love too. But I mean, don't let him alone with the kids. I wouldn't want him alone with my kids. But if they're around and they're there to watch him, yeah. But sometimes parents can't always be around. But yeah, I guess if they have young kids, they should always be around, right? So yeah. But yeah, maybe at night, when they're sleeping, lock him in there so that at night he can't get out and hurt him, and while he's getting therapy, That's what, maybe either that or send him away to some kind of thing to, I don't know. I'm not a mom, I'm not a parent, so I know I lack, that skill of what you guys from experience have. But I know if I had other kids, I'd be scared for them and for his safety, because he could harm himself. So like I said, I would probably either keep him in therapy and then at night lock him in there and then let him out when and show him a lot of love. But if I'm not able to supervise him, or at night when we're all sleeping, I probably would need to lock him in there at night until he's better, but then at least show him a lot of love. I don't think they've shown him any love, and that's where he's acting out even more. He's not going to get better, he's going to get worse. I get that. That's not going to help him. But there's I think there's a nice balance. I think you could do both. At night, don't give him the freedom to be able to wander around, and then in the daytime, if you're there, let him out and watch him and treat him like your own kid. I think that's where they're lacking. They're not showing him love. They're not. So he's acting out, and I think he probably already biologically maybe has a little, issues. I don't know. I don't know if it's all environmental, or there's probably a little bit of biology at play there. Who knows? But because sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes people are just born that way, kids, and it doesn't matter how much love you get them, they're going to act out. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't even think they're trying. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely need to try. And if it doesn't work, and then at least you tried, it's maybe send him away to some kind of school or something. If you're that afraid of him being around your kids, I don't know. I need to know the specifics. But if they do really fear for their other kids' safety, I kind of get they didn't make the best decisions, but I think they were just looking out for their other kids, which is not fair for this kid. I know it's not. And I wonder if there's a little bit to do with since he isn't theirs, if they did treat him different, and they didn't love him the same as their biological one. I don't know. I've never had kids. I never adopted kids. I don't know if there would be a difference if you have both. If you shouldn't, but I don't know. Some people might not feel as attached to adopted kids. I have no idea, guys. I feel like if you just adopted them, but let's say you have some adopted and some biological. I guess it depends on the person, probably. Some might not feel that connection with the adopted ones, and some would. But there's a good chance he's acting out because of his home life. He's probably not getting that love, and he wants attention, because this is a common thing. You want attention, and sometimes bad attention is the only. You can't get it for doing good, and he wants attention, so he has to do some serious stuff to get that attention, and that happens a lot, actually. So that's what I'm wondering, if that's what that is, if they created that, because he just wants some gosh darn attention. His other kids are getting attention, and he's not feeling loved, so he's acting out to get any kind of attention. Sometimes they just want anything, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna look into it. So if I'm wrong, guys, like I said, this obviously you see what I've seen. I've only seen the defense's side mainly. That's all I've watched so far. So don't be mad. I'm just showing you what I know so far about it. You know, I have no idea if there was really a real threat or not. But for him to steal knives, that seems like what's the next step is to use those knives. And yeah, it could have started out as it's more. I don't. Who knows what it would have turned into. But yeah, I wish they would have got him kept him in some kind of therapy. Like I said, that's not a guaranteed overnight fix or anything, but at least they could have worked on it at least worked on it. It's like they didn't even try. They just took the easy way out, you know. How did somebody find out about it? So I missed that part too. Like how did it come to be that they got arrested? Did somebody see him and like, or did he tell somebody at school, or what happened? I'll try to look at chat a little bit if you guys tell me. Like for instance, I was just watching a case because I'm interested in true crime. I like watch old cases, like old like, you know, I'm trying to think some of the shows or interrogations like that. I love that stuff, but I never really you know, do videos on it because it'll just be like random cases. But like for instance, this one case where the mom adopted a kid, I think he was from Vietnam. She adopted him and he ended up killing her. Freaking, I think that's the one where he like hit her like with an axe in the head. But there was really no signs. Like there was nothing. Like nobody, well, no, there was, I lied. He was getting physical with his mom, so never mind one time. But, yeah. So I also almost wonder if it's something to do with, you know, you're adopted and then they have other kids and then they feel different because they are, I'm not going to say they are different, but they feel different because they kind of look different. If he's from Vietnam, he's going to look different than his brothers and sisters, and that could play a part too, where he feels like he doesn't fit there, feels different. I feel like it would be worse. You would have more of that feeling if you, like that situation where the family had biological kids and then they adopted one, you know, from a different country. Like I could see how that could really make you feel like an outcast in your family. It shouldn't. Like parents, if their parents are going to do that, they should be overly able to make that child fit in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they thought this through. Thought it was going to be easier than it was, probably. Anyway, is this relaxing to watch it, or is like what? How is it to watch like driving? Is it nice, relaxing, or car sick? Dang, in the box trial. Yeah, boy in the box. Yeah, that's what they're calling. I mean, it's a room. It's an 8x8 room, which is sometimes that's normal size for a kid's bedroom. But it's just the fact that he's separate. He's in the garage. They build in the garage, so he's separate from everybody. That's a little bit off. And then the fact that he has a bucket in his room. You know what I'm saying? Now, not all kids have a bathroom in their room. I mean, a lot of people don't have their own bathroom. But then, like, make sure he's allowed to have access to a bathroom whenever he wants. The fact that sometimes he has to pee and poop in that bucket and then has to sit in there and he said it smells in there. Like, that's, for, you know, that's not, yeah, that's not right. And then the fact that, yeah, it's locked from the outside. I want to know, though, how often does he get out? That's why I'm not clear. Does he get out for dinner? Can somebody I'm gonna look up a chat. Anybody that's been watching that, say I love road. Oh, cool. Does he get out for dinner or anything, or does he ever get out like when they're home, or is he like after school he just goes in there and he's in there the rest of the night? Do you guys know? Because if that's the case, then yeah, that's messed up. I could see like, and I mean, I know he is, like he'll get in trouble and then they punish him and stuff and make him probably stay in there, but is it like every day though? And then in the summer when there's no school, does he ever get out? I don't know. Oh, he didn't get regular meals? See, that's, okay. That's abuse right there, I feel like. Well, did you guys see, I was just watching an interview last night with, let me get over here and turn on my curtains. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that, sorry guys. I pushed the wrong thing. Yeah, I know my car good. What was I gonna say? Oh, did you see the new, I think it was on, yeah, it was on Court TV. I think it was yesterday or the day before it was uploaded. I watched it yesterday. The private investigator, I think it was considered a private investigator for the Frankies, did an interview. It's talking about how like they were, you know, the harassment that they got when they had a channel and stuff. Did you guys, that was kind of interesting, but I mean, it wasn't that interesting, I guess. That long one, I read a part of it. See, the chat goes away. It pops up for like a minute, and if I could read it real quick, and then steps I've done, and then it goes away. But now I read some of them. That long one, I only read a part of it. Something about kids on a bus. You have kids on a bus? Is that what it said? Got the Skittles energy drink, guys. Skittles flavored, C4. Pretty good. I gotta delete it after you read, but yes. Okay. Wait, why do you have to delete it after you read it? What do you mean? So you're driving a bus right now? She-Builder, what up? I'm going home. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm going to Ohio. I'm going home. And I don't know if you remember me, because I've talked about it multiple times, how, let me go faster so I can pass this down, how I have trouble staying awake on car rides. Like, not if I'm driving in the city, but like, on the highway. So I was like, I'm gonna live stream, because if I'm like talking on the phone, I'm good to go. So I figured if I'm talking to you guys, I won't have a problem. So, I might have to do this when I go on a trip. Because so far, I don't feel like I gotta sleep at all. I mean, normally it's bad. Like, it's miserable. I hate it. It's like my eyes. I don't know if any of you guys have narcolepsy, but sometimes it's to a point where, like, you could almost sleep with your eyes open. Like, I don't know. That's how I am. So, like, my eyes could be open, and I could, like, be asleep. I don't normally sleep with my eyes open, but my point is, like, when I'm struggling to stay awake, even if I'm sitting on the couch with coffee in my hand, like, I've spilled out a million times, but driving or whatever, like, it doesn't even matter if I physically make sure my eyes are open, like, my brain can still fall asleep. I don't know, it's weird. So, it's just a struggle. It sucks. It's scary when you're driving, I'll be slapping my face, I'll be, music doesn't help. It doesn't make it worse either, but some people are like, oh, listen to not loud music. It doesn't make a difference. I'll shake my head, like shaking your head real fast, but then it's like, how long you have to keep doing it or slapping your face? So yeah, I might do this now if I ever have to go anywhere. It's like if I know I'm talking to somebody on the other end, I think I'll be all right. We'll see. We'll see. How long ago? I've been doing it 35 minutes. But thanks for being here, guys. It really is helping me, like, so much. It's 70 degrees out right now. Look, feel it's like perfect weather. Oh, the inn was good. The inn was fun. It was really cool. A lot of history. The room was cool. So it sounded like pills dropping right in front of me, but it was so loud and like so, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was very intense. And so I don't know if the lady that was staying there dropped pills next door, but like she was moving all night. It's like all through the night there was walking and moving. So it was like, okay, is there a ghost in here really? Or is this lady just like constantly moving? Go ahead, buddy. You know? So that, yeah. So the first night I woke up a few times with a heart pounding. Scary. But, and then the second night I didn't because there wasn't as much movement, but there was different people staying next to us, so I don't know if I wasn't felt safer because I knew who was staying next to us, or I was just exhausted. But yeah, it was cool. A lot of history. So we were in Pennsylvania. I don't know if, I forget if it'll say when we go into Ohio. But I think we're still, yeah, we gotta still be in Pennsylvania because I was pretty far in it. I hate being all cornered in. It doesn't look as tight on the camera, but it is. There's a lot of traffic right now for some reason. I got my phone on my new stand. I just got it at the gas station. I've been wanting one for a while, so I had one. I got one like when I first got this car, and then I never used it, so I gave it away for a giveaway. Who got it, guys? Who got, is anybody here that got the car thing? I don't remember who got it. Somebody got it in a giveaway, but I don't remember who. The car stand. I was just curious if the person was in here. But I got a new one. It's pretty cool. I like it. The only thing is the magnet does not work with the case on. Is it supposed to? Because the way the directions, it's like put the magnet under the case on the phone. Maybe I should have just put it on top of the case. Dang it. Why didn't I? Now that I'm thinking about it. But they made it seem like to put it directly on the phone. But now I wish I would have, because now it's like stuck on my phone. Now I wish I kind of did it. Shoot. Oh well. And like, because I wonder if I had the case on and then the magnet, would it hold good with the case? Over the case? Does anybody know? I'm starting to regret how I did it now though. Because it's hard to get this out. The case off, so it's gonna suck having to take it off every time I want to film on the car. Well, I have another magnet I could try to put on the case and see if it actually works. I don't know, I'm gonna pass this guy though, I think. Pass her up. Mohawk makes the room. Hardwood carpet. Well, no, what do you think? My concern is that maybe if I would have just put the magnet right on the case instead of on my phone, I wonder if it would have worked. Because then I wouldn't have to take off my case, and then I wouldn't have a gosh darn magnet on my phone, you know? misunderstood that you're supposed to put it on your phone. I'm sure it's whatever you want, but look at the trees. Can you see the color? So they're right now they're just starting to turn. So it's like, you know, they're reddish orange and like a green. So they're, I mean, I like this part, like when it's just starting to turn. And then, you know, when they get even more, they're more of contrasted colors. But right now, this looks pretty still. I remember when I lived in Colorado, the aspens. Oh my God, they were so pretty. If anybody's from Colorado, you know what I'm talking about. The aspens, like driving through the mountains, how pretty they look. In the fall time, especially. You hear that rattling, and so this is the same rear view mirror I had to replace. Not rear view, my side mirror. So one time, like last year when I was visiting Juliet, I parked because she lives in New York. So I was on the side of the road, and somebody hit my mirror, busted it all up. I mean, it still works, so I have it, but like the plastic around it's all loose. So I have to get a new one. But I just replaced it probably like 5 years ago. I ran into the garage. Backing out of the garage, I hit the side and it busted the whole thing off. So I replaced it. I don't know if I'll even replace it now. I mean, it's fine. It just makes a little noise. It blows in the wind a little bit. My car's old though, you know? It's a 2007. I'm not in no hurry to... It's got low miles for a 2007. And before I met Juliet, where I wasn't even driving, now I've been putting miles on it because going to New York or Pennsylvania. But when I first got it, which was probably like 5-6 years ago, it only had like 40,000 miles on it, and it's a 2007, which is pretty, I mean, for that old of a car. Now it only has 66,000. So I'm just gonna, I don't care. I don't need a fancy car, dude. I'm gonna freaking run it until it's dead. I'm gonna put some miles on it. I paid it off. I don't have a car payment. So why not, dude? I'm just gonna do it up. Because I mean, you should be able to at least put 100,000, 120,000 miles on a car, right? So yeah, I definitely had low miles for the year. So we'll see how long it lasts. Is that Hossein? Hossein! Yay! You're here. I missed you. I was talking about you this week. It's all good, I promise. But you could put 200. Yeah, that's what I figured. Now, definitely. But I'm wondering, since this is such an old car, I might not be able to put as much. Since it's a 2007 and really low miles, maybe it won't last as long as like a... But maybe so, yeah, dude. Can you imagine if I could put 2,000 on this? I'll have this for a long time. I don't care. I think it'll rust out before I get to that point, because there's already a little bit of rust like on the sides. So I don't care. I don't really care the way cars look, Although I do miss, I'm gonna pass this guy. I do miss Jeeps, or I miss my Jeep. I love. When I lived in Colorado, it was freaking awesome because you could go through anything. Like I never worried about getting stuck anywhere. This has all-wheel drive though, so it's really pretty good in the snow. But cruise. I have a tendency to go a little fast. Never used to be like that. I don't know. The last few years, I think I just zone out and I don't realize how fast I'm going. That's why I like to use my cruise. But my cruise doesn't always work. Like, it'll work at first, and then like throughout the trip, it'll end up going out where it doesn't work. It sucks. But it's still working right now, so that's good. 90. No, listen. So Matt, my mom has like the 360 app. I let her just to put her mind at ease. She's a worrier, you know. So she likes to have it on me, especially mainly for the trips. But like, I remember the one trip, she calls me and she's like, I think a couple times she did this, but I just remember the one. It was so dramatic. Tiffy, you're going 95. What are you? Slow down, because it shows how fast you're going. She's like, slow down. Why are you going so fast? I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even realize I was going that fast. And I think she did one more time, and I don't think it was that high. I think maybe it was going like almost 90. But that one time, I think it was like 95. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, sorry. Ooh, we're going in a tunnel. Woo! Tunnel time. Cop time. Is that a cop? All right, here we go. Colorado has some really cool tunnels, like going through the mountains. They're so cool. Does that look cool or not? I'm not gonna look, it's too close. I don't want to look away. But hopefully it looks cool for you guys. I don't know. I think that was a cop, like the way they were sitting, and it was like dark car, dark windows, but it didn't have like the head things on the top. But you know how some cops have like in their, like on their dash where you don't see it. So I don't know. It might have been. Or it might have just been pretending. Where's it like where you guys were at, weather-wise? Unmarked, yeah, I think it was. I think, all right, we're doing the cruise. First, I gotta find out what the speed limit even is. Where are you at? Oh. You guys will help me keep in check for speed, because I'll be like more like, okay, I got people watching, I can't. Alright, where is the speed limit though? Oh, okay, good road trip app. Yeah. Well, you know some of the oh, Sunny. Well, yeah, I was saying you're not too far. You know, you're in Columbus, so I would imagine. Well, I guess it could be different. But like even maps though. Maps usually will say like cop up ahead or speed check up ahead. Is that what you mean? Oh, dark and rain and juicy. Where are you at? Seattle? We went to a candy store. I don't know if you guys realize how much I like candy. Like, I am like addicted to candy in an unhealthy way. It's bad. So, like, I'm like a little kid with candy. So there's this candy store. Oh my god, I was going nuts. But I think I did good. I didn't get too much stuff. Yesterday we went right in Gettysburg. Because like I said, we were like, like less than 10 miles from Gettysburg, so we went into town. And yeah, got some food, got some candy, got some taffy, and they had like so many different kinds of candy bars that like I never even heard of. I got a bubble tea, which I might drink after this energy drink. I will, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I'm gonna eat a mochi right now. Mochi. So they had some mochis. I love them. What else? Taffy. I got the cruise control. I'm going 70 right now, but you can see people are passing. So I think the speed limit's 70. I haven't even seen it yet, though. Usually I'll set it for like 5 or 6 over the speed limit, but since I'm cruising with you guys, I'm just gonna set it for you, probably. But I don't even know for sure. I haven't seen the sign. Have you guys? I hate how they don't have them sometimes. I know, like on the maps, you can always tell how fast, what the speed limit is. That's what I usually have on my phone, but. Skittles energy drink. So these you guys are just tuning in. C4 Skittles energy drink. Very good. First time ever having it. I always try to get just like unique, like, because they have a lot of candy flavored energy drinks. I mean, I get like Bang, C4, I get whatever brand. And I usually only drink them on my trips. I just drink coffee. Oh, I got a new coffee mug. Juliet got me at Cashtown Inn. Because, like, okay, so you know I always have those grape coffee mugs or whatever, like we have a set of them, and they're the only mugs that we have that are big enough to hold, because I have the Nespresso, so I like to froth my cream and then put the Nespresso in the cream, so they're the only ones that are big enough to hold my cream and the thing. So, like, you know, zavgirl cup I can never use because it's too small. So, the Cashtown Inn mugs, it's big enough. I can't wait to, that's what I'm going to be using for my video, like when I do my lives. You know, have meaning. It has a picture of the ghost. Okay, so there's a way back in, I don't even know when, they took a picture of the Cashtown Inn, and there's a guy standing on the thing, which he was really there. They take it, they snap a picture, and you can see this other person in it. They think it's a ghost because supposedly there wasn't anybody else in there when they took the picture. So I don't know. So that's on the mug, though, by the way. So that's, there we go. Do you like that angle, or? Why is it not tightening up? Oh, hold on, I just screwed that up. I just got a bad angle now. Hold on. Do that. I don't understand that way. You see more of the dash than you did before. I didn't even. Okay, there we go. Like that. That should be good. Is that good? My phone is hot. Is that a good angle for you guys? Why is my phone so hot? Dang. Driving. It's got, see? C4 Skittles. It's good. Very good. I got some cotton candy, saltwater taffy, vanilla taffy. I don't know what else. I still have not seen a speed limit sign. Have you guys? Come on, I need to know. I want to know so I could just set my cruise in a good thing, but am I like just missing it every time? Oh, 70, okay. Shh, I'm gonna do it 75, in case if you guys are wondering how fast I'm going. I'll do like 73. There we go. let the people pass and then they won't pass. It's right. It's just like, you sit there and act like you want to pass me. You let them over and then they'll just stay like right behind you. I hate that. He's gonna pass. Good. Okay. How are you, Matt? Supposed to turn, isn't it? Sorry. Alright, we're gonna pass this guy up. Oh, I forgot I had to cruise. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully it's just like relaxing to some people. What other cases, guys? Hey Michelle, I'm in Pennsylvania, going to Ohio. Well, going home basically. Going home from Cashtown Inn. Stayed there for a couple nights and that's about it. It's a little birthday trip. It was fun. Kind of bittersweet in a way. But what are you gonna do? So we're at Somerset, Johnstown. You guys are helping. I mean, I hope this is relaxing and you guys are enjoying because you guys are really helping me. Like to be able to stay awake. It's like seriously. It's gonna make, you know what, like I would probably go on more trips and do more things if I didn't have this issue, and it wasn't something I always struggled with. Like I love freaking road trips. Like my whole life was road trip, you know what I'm saying? Like road trips, I loved them. Like especially in Colorado, going on the mountains, just like, or not even when I was in Ohio, just on the road going somewhere. Like even when I would come home from when I lived in Colorado, I'd rarely take a plane. Most of the time we drive because like, no, me and Randy will go on a road trip. We love to. No, we'll drive. Like it's fun. We would look forward to it. You know, stop, get a hotel on the way. But ever since I got like the narcolepsy started getting real bad, or maybe I just developed it because I don't remember ever having it before. Like 7 years ago, I would say around, or I don't know when I got started. Maybe it came on slow, but so it like turns me off from going on road trips, and I don't like flying. I used to love it, but now I have a little fear of flying. I mean, I've done it, I'll do it, but the weird thing is before my sister died, and she didn't die in a plane accident, so I don't know why this happened. But like before that, like I didn't have not afraid to fly at all. Like my grandma Mary was afraid to fly. Well, grandma, we tried to get her to go because she'd miss like trips to Vegas because she used to love Vegas when she was younger. She developed a fear of flying when in her age, actually, because she used to. But anyway, so no, not afraid at all. Never even thought twice. I loved it. And then after my sister died, for some odd reason, I started getting afraid to fly. Like, I think maybe it just like made me realize that, like, you know, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Anything can happen, you know? And it just like, I think the thought of being in a plane and dying that way is just such a horrible thought and way to go. Like, I don't know, just that thought. So like now it's like, I'd rather drive across the country than fly, you know? Like, plus I like road trips anyway. But like I'll try to do anything not to. So my point is I probably don't go on trips because I don't really want to fly places. Unless if I had to, I'd rather not. But driving, don't want to fall asleep. It's like a chore, like not a chore. It's like hard for me to stay awake. It's scary. So if maybe anytime I have a trip, if I just do a live stream and that's the answer, then maybe I'll be able to do more stuff. because I'll like put off stuff or be like, oh, I really want to do this, you know, especially with my job with YouTube. I don't have to be anywhere. I could do it from anywhere, but I'll like put it off or not do it because, more like not do it. It's like, no, I want to do it, but like just the thought of like, oh, driving, oh my God, man, like it's going to be a struggle. Like, plus it's, you know, you're risking other people. Like, I don't know. So I just put it, I don't do as much as I'd like to. So maybe this is the answer and I can start doing some stuff, more stuff, you know? You know, I'd force myself, like, because I, you know, that would be the only way I could have saw Juliet. So I would just, you know, make myself do it, obviously. But like I said, it's not because I don't like traveling or like driving. It's just because I can't, it's a struggle to stay awake. So hopefully, I might be doing this more often and just taking you guys with me. And even if there's, like, seriously, probably even if there's only one person on the other line, as long as I'm talking to somebody, I would say I think it'd work. Because, yeah, if I'm even talking on the phone, I could do it. But I just feel bad, like, trying to talk to somebody. Oh, let me talk to you for, like on the phone with some one person for, like, 5 hours. This is a better answer, I feel like. So maybe I'll do some stuff in my life. I'll get out there and do more stuff now. Like travel. Like even like on cases, sometimes it's like, man, I would like to go visit this spot or go to that trial, but like, you know, the cons of that outweigh like me doing it. So, yeah. I have to start living it up. Living life. I want to do so Halloween and fall time, I know I've already told you like my favorite times of the year. So I want to do like a haunted house, guys. Like a haunted, like I like haunted stuff too. I'll do those all throughout the year. Of course, it's more fun during Halloween time, fall time. But like I want to do like a haunted house, like where you walk through. I love those, and people jump out and scare you. Me and Juliet were gonna go to the end of the month, but we're not doing that anymore. So I don't know if anybody, maybe does anybody live close? Maybe we could plan a trip. Somebody. Go to a haunted house, get a hotel. Oh, we can get an Airbnb. That's what we usually do. That's what me and Juliet, we started off getting hotels the first few trips, and then we ended up being like, wow, for the same price, you can get an Airbnb and stay at like a cool place like a different cool place. You know, because you're staying in like a house or apartment, and it's like, you get like a whole different house every time, and it's cool. So, yeah, is anybody go to a haunted house? We were gonna go to Pennington, which is, look that haunted house up. It's in Pennsylvania. It's, oh my God, look at the trailer for that. I was actually getting nervous because it's like almost like movie grade holiday. I don't know, like the if you look at like the monsters, they're like very like how did she describe it? Because it was perfect the way she said it. Like would it be electronic? Not electronic. Shoot, what is the word she said to describe it? Because that is describes. But they're like these, maybe they're like these huge, like big, like the size of them is so intimidating. Like there'll be these big, like almost robotic type looking things that look so freaking intimidating. Like, oh my God, I'd be afraid, but I'll do it. It looks very good. They get good reviews. It looks like it's a very well put together haunted house. But I'm up for any haunted house. Even the cheesy ones, I don't care. Madison? Okay. Or like even a haunted trip where we go to cemeteries or, dude, I remember when we were younger, like high school, me and my sister and her friend Brandy. If you're watching, sometimes she watches. Well, she used to. I don't know when I first started my channel. But anyway, So we used to go, well, the one time we went to, there's this place called Crybaby Bridge. I don't even remember where that's at. It's somewhere in Ohio, I think. Somewhere around, it wasn't too far from where we lived. So I think it was Ohio. They call it Crybaby Bridge. Like, I forget the story. Something about a baby being thrown off the bridge, maybe, or something. You hear a cry or something. And then by that bridge, there's like a cemetery. So I remember one night we went to the Crybaby Bridge, and then we went to the cemetery. Like, trips like that, so fun. Like, I could do that. Or, I don't know, guys. Something. I just want to live. Like, I don't know. So, I had this revelation, like, it's not that big of a revelation, but like, it's like a typical, like, thought. But it was like a thought where like I not incorporated, but I really took it in and felt it. Like, yes, like I want to act on it. So like about a month, maybe not quite a month ago, I was having like these sharp pains in my lungs. It felt like very similar to when I had my pulmonary embolisms. So and I say that plural because I did have them a couple different times. But so even though I'm on blood thinner, so I was really confused. I'm like, I'm on blood thinner, but like when I got my INR, it was too high, which meant it was too thin, which would be a lesser risk of getting a blood clot. But then she took me off for 2 days, so I was like, what if my blood got really thick when she took me off? And then, you know, I developed a blood clot, so it would hurt when I breathed, and it was this pain in my lungs, so it was freaking me out, you know. And so I had lost my insurance, but I got this crappy somewhat insurance that was supposed to start September 1st. So this is the last freaking day in August. But it was already hurting for a couple days, and I'm like thinking, okay, I've already put this off a couple days. I think it's a blood clot. I was convinced it was a blood clot in my lungs. And I'm like, dude, I know if I just wait a couple more hours, because it was like evening. It was the evening before my insurance would have started the next day. But I was like, but if I die, you know, if I put it off, and like I do, it's like, what if I die? It's not, who cares that I rack up a hospital bill, right? So I freaking went that night. I wish I went off. But I thought, I was so convinced 100% it was a blood clot. So I went to the hospital, emergency room. And so what it was, I think I told you the results when I talked about it, but I didn't tell you the whole lead up. So I went in, and it was not a blood clot, it was this lung inflammation I had. They called it, what do they call it? I don't know, they had a word for it. I don't know, I forget the word, but it was just like an inflammation of my lungs or something, so that like it's painful and stuff. So it's like, it hurts when I breathe, it feels so similar to a blood clot. And I was like almost doubting that. I'm like, are you sure? Like, wait a minute, like, because they didn't give me a CAT scan, they gave me an x-ray, and then they did that deep Doppler test or whatever, or not Doppler, dimer or something, I don't know. I was like, most of the times though, they give you a CAT scan to confirm if it was a blood clot. And, you know, so I was like, gosh, I was like doubting, like, why didn't they give me a CAT scan? Like, I'm not convinced. It feels just like it. So anyway, yeah, so they're like, no. So they gave me some Toradol or something for the inflammation, and then sent me home, whatever. But when I was sitting there waiting to get seen, I'm like, you know what? I just turned 42. Like, I don't know. I'm getting old, guys. I know that's not really that old, but it's like, what am I doing? I want to live life, you know? I don't want to be like, feel like I'm, you know, stuck in my, no, I'm not stuck, but like I'm living with my mom and grandma. My grandma's like, it's just not fun being there, and I know right now, like, I'm helping, but like, I want to have a future, you know, I want to have something like where I'm happy. And I'm not saying I'm not happy there, but I feel like, you know, people like get married, have their own family. Like, I'm like here by myself, like with my mom and my grandma. My mom and grandma already have had, you know, married, a whole life, family, kids, you know, grandkids. And I'm sitting here with them, and like I have nothing, I feel like. So I don't know, I do have a lot, I'm thankful for what I have, but my point is I'm like, you know what, I want to go like live life. Like I need to like make a move. I want to go do something. Like I want to just like do it. Like if I want to do something, I want to go do it. You know. So I got that kind of mentality, which kind of backfired on me. And I'm not going to get into that right now, but maybe I'll talk to you sometime about it. But that whole thing initiated something else that actually caused it to be like, now I'm back to even worse off. But like I said, I know that doesn't make much sense, but it did kind of backfire because it made me start thinking one route and turned into something. But I still have that. So besides that part, yeah, but I still have that. Or no, I don't care. Maybe it's not what I was expecting when I thought about it, but now I still want to do it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, let's go do stuff. I could still do my channel anywhere, you know. So, and that's what I'm like fortunate enough where I could be anywhere and do this. You know, I don't have to be in a set place. I just need internet, I guess, and I do have like at home, like I have one of the higher internets, which helps. Still go do stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Where I'm ready to go find what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for, but find something, you know, go have fun and then hopefully find something that leads to like some kind of future that, you know, I can have or my, I don't know, be happy and but maybe some of you guys are reading between the lines of what happened, but it's a positive thing. In the end, I mean, it's positive because I'm ready, and like I want to like make stuff happen, you know. Meet people and Becca Bob, what up? My ears are popping a little. Who else do we got? Makes them happen. I do, Jamie, but you know Zeke's not mine. Okay, so Zeke's not necessarily mine. Oh, wait, hold on. He is mine. So my dad, like, for instance, if I would move out, I wouldn't be able to take Zeke because he's like the family dog. Oh, I love him to death. Are you kidding me? But you know, he's like 7 years old. I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I have him and I love him, but we share him. So like, I want to be able to like get my own dog, you know, get another dog, get a couple dogs. So my dad got him for the family before he died. So he got him because we've all, you know, family dogs. My dad's like a dog lover. You know, and my mom is too. But like, my mom would be all the time. Like, no, Tony. My dad's name's, well, his real name's Armin, but we called him Tony for some reason. That was because his middle name's Anthony. But yeah, my dad's name's Armin. But anyway, so she calls him Tony. No, Tony, no, not a dog. But then he'd always bring one home and she'd fall in love with it, right? So Zeke, this was about, I moved back from Colorado, and it was that winter, that first winter that I was back. I wanted a dog so bad, but I ended up, was planning on moving in with my other grandma that ended up dying. The one that died like a couple months after my dad died. So his mom. So she has this big house. It has this like, basically a house on top of a house. Like it has like, the second floor is like, it's got another, like its own kitchen. It's like two houses almost in one. So she has this big room over the garage. So that was going to be my room, so I was going to move in. Well, I did move in with him. So like right around the time he was going to get Zeke, because I was like, I want a dog so bad, but I was going to move in with her. I ended up getting a dog with my grandma and only kept it one day. I had to bring it back. That's a whole nother story, because it was just not going to work with my grandma. But anyway, so when he got Zeke, so we went and visited him. He's Amish. Zeke is an Amish guy. He came from the Amish people. So we have like this area in Ohio that's like they call it like Amish country or whatever, where a lot of the Amish people live. So he was he was bred, or he was we got him from like an Amish family. So it was their family dog was the Lhasa, because he's a Lhasa Poo. So their family dog was like a whitish color. That was the mom. She was the Lhasa Opso. And I don't know, I didn't meet his dad. I didn't meet his dad. But, hold on one second. Get over. So we went and visited. So this was like before Christmas. He's like, he found this app, you know, where they keep turning on my cruise. So the app where I forget what app it was, where they have like dogs you can, you know, look and buy or whatever. So he saw this litter, and they were so cute. Oh my God. And anyway, so he's like, I had my nephews were staying the night. He's like, let's go look. We'll go up to Amish country. Let's go look at the puppies. So we all went up there. We held them all. I don't remember which ones. I mean, I held all of them, so I honestly don't remember which one Zeke was. You know, we just held them all. My dad says that Zeke licked him on the chin, so that's why he picked him. But we didn't pick him right away. So like we looked at them all, because Zeke was the only male left. So that's why my dad remembered, okay, the one that he was holding was male. He's the one that like licked him on the chin. So we held them all, and then we left. And he's like, okay. And I was like, oh yeah. So he asked my grandma, like, well, how would you feel about getting a dog? She's like, oh, you know, it's okay. My mom was like, no, not another dog, or not a dog, whatever. So I ended up, by the time it was after Christmas, he goes back and he picks Zeke up, goes and gets him, brings him back. But when he did that, I was actually living with my grandma at the time. But I was always going home to see him, you know, like going back. I stopped at home a lot so I could hang out with Zeke. So he brought him home, and yeah, that's the story. My mom was happy. He's like, look what I got. And then I only lived with my grandma a couple months and ended up moving back home. Because it just, heat reasons. When summer hit, it was too hot, and it was so hot, and she's like, you know, older people, even in the winter, she wouldn't turn on the heat, so I have to shut the vents and open my window, so it'd be like freezing in my room, but I loved it. You could see her breath and stuff, but in that summer, it was just so hot, and I was like, I can't do this with my hot flat, you know how hot I get, so I moved back home when summer hit. So I only missed out a couple, but like I said, I always went back and visited. So yeah, if I would ever move out, I mean, I wouldn't take Zeke. He would stay. So I don't know. I never know if I should call him my brother. Because like really, if he's my parents' dog, he would be my brother. But I mean, he is my boy though. Like, you know, before my dad died, he always slept with my parents. He slept on their bed. Every night he slept with my parents. Then when my dad died, now he takes turns and he sleeps with me and my grandma. I get him one night, my grandma gets him the other night. Because my mom doesn't really care. I don't care. I don't need to sleep with him. So me and my grandma are with him more than, you know, my mom. But anyway. I will, Michelle. Thank you. I'm starting to get hungry. Yeah, so the place we stayed in was considered like a bed and breakfast, you know, because they serve breakfast and stuff at the old parlor. It's really cool. Just slow it down, girl. Alright, this cruise is just not working. I mean, it's working, but I have to keep turning it off because of these turns. I might have to pull over and get a pepperoni roll. So my mom always makes us pepperoni rolls. They're so good. Usually we go through and we eat them all, but this time we didn't, because I don't know why. But we have a lot left. Oh, though, this trip was shorter. It was a day shorter than normal. Some of our trips, though, we actually even did longer. I remember there's some we did like 6 nights, 7 nights at one time. Anyway. But yeah, let me know who would be down to do like a haunted house night. Like we could get an Airbnb. We could get a few of us. Get an Airbnb. So you guys wouldn't have to work, like if we get a couple people, we could get one more. Because like a lot of the ones me and Juliet stayed in, they had like 4 rooms, 5 rooms. There was always so many extra bedrooms, Because it'd be like the same price. I mean, so you can get like this big house. And so like we don't like, cause we just use one bedroom and there'll be all these extra rooms. But my point is, it's like we can all have our own room to sleep in. We could go to a haunted house, then we could go to like some haunted place, a cemetery, or I don't know. Who knows? I can't see what once in a while I'll catch a comment, but they come up, and then if I don't look at it right when they come up, then it goes away. I'm looking at it right now, so say something, guys. Even though it's a delay, so. I don't think I could reach the pepperoni rolls. I tried to land where I'd be able to reach, but no, they somehow moved, and there's no way. Shoot. I wonder if there's an exit. Huh. Well, let me see if there's like a rest area coming up. My ears are like plugged up. Does it look like I'm going fast or slow? I know, like, sometimes watching people in the car driving, like on video, it always seems like they're going a lot faster than I think they are. Like, sometimes I don't really know how fast they're going, but I always think, I think it looks faster than what they're really going on a video. Oh, my ears just popped. Good. Whew. I don't like when they're plugged up. We got 38 people. Starbucks. I feel like I'm wired enough, but like a coffee does sound good because it tastes good. Dang. Nah, no, I don't really need it. Don't need it. FedEx. Alrighty. It's should play some music. No copyright. I wish I could just like put on the radio and not worry about it. Come on. What do you, I mean, why do you just do that? Change your mind. Change his mind. All right, so I'm going to be pulling over so I'll be able to look at the chat. Let me know what other case that we can talk about right now. So it'll give me like, so I'll make sure I don't get tired. Let's think. Or a topic. Is there a topic? Anything? Maybe I should pee. Well then. Who's that? Wait, who just said that? I missed it. Who just said, hey, hey? Hey, 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 hey. Alright, what if I peed and just left you guys out here? Because I might as well since I'm here, right? That'd be stupid if I didn't. Will you guys be okay?
Turn left. Then turn right.
Oh, okay, so for now, you're going to hear some of that because my thing, especially when I come back and start driving. So, alright, hold on, guys. First of all, I want to see something. I want to see it. Just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. No. I'm trying to see what options I have. Hold on. No, not that. Why won't it let me? Okay. Alright, I'll be back, guys. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. And so it's just gonna be quiet. Just explain to people. Oh yeah, what topic real quick? Think about it. Here, type it. I'll stay for a minute, type it. Any case that, and I'll see if I've talked about it or know anything, or any case you guys want to talk, any topic for when we start driving again. Pretty good. Who? Jamie, who pleaded not guilty? No, but I don't know if this is new because I haven't been keeping up with that case, but I just saw somebody sent me, was that you, Jen, or somebody sent me it was Jen something, I don't know if that's you, Jen, of how, something about how, I'm trying to think where this came from, but how the roommates were talking to each other during the murder, like they were texting each other or something, like, now I forget the details, where that got confirmed, and if they were maybe talking about, like, the murders, like, I mean, like, oh, I heard this, or did you see that, or something like that. Did you guys see that? All I saw was a short on it, so I'll have to look into it. But, I'm gonna go about him. What do we got? Guard my car. Make sure nobody gets it. All right. Alright, hello everybody. So what are we talking about? What can we talk about? What case, guys? Before I head out, so I can see your comments. Make sure I see them. A couple lights. I'm trying to think what else I've been, or what even cases that I've just like watched something on. Trial. We got Delphi. I'm trying to think what I've been talking about lately too. Delphi. Anything new with Delphi? And they hopped into a car with someone. What? Who? Wow. Wait, is it gonna focus? What do you want from McDonald's? Sold out. I want that focus. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, the pepperoni roll, Taco Bell. I still have a gift card from Taco Bell because I went through this thing where I was like liking this thing I got. It was like a ranch. It had this ranch. It was like a gordita. A special kind of gordita where it had like this ranch or something in it. It was so good. So I was getting it a lot. And so somebody got me a gift card for Christmas. I don't know, for my brother or whatever. But then after that, I think I burnt myself out off of it. So I haven't had it since I got that gift card like last Christmas. Oh, sometimes I do that. I burn myself out and I have to wait a while before I'm in the mood again. Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't know. That's what I want to do. Exactly. I don't know, but I'm thinking I want to do it. So I'm like, why don't I? You're right, 100%. I need to. So yeah, now be careful, you guys. Be ready. That the girl's gonna map. I don't know. I can't turn it off. So she's gonna be like, turn that, go straight. You know, since I'm starting. So just make sure if it's loud. It might be loud. That's my point.
Turn right.
Here we go. I'm trying to think some of the cases. Yeah, sold out. I know I should, huh?
Merge onto I-70 West. For 46 miles, continue straight.
We're off. Wait, was it west? I don't think I knew that. Right? I don't know. Usually I'm looking at my map. You know, maps like these are like map, like Google Maps and all that stuff. I feel like it makes us not learn the roads. Like, for instance, I have no idea. Like, I know we go to usually different areas in Pennsylvania, but a lot of times somewhat in the same area. This time was a little bit different, but a lot of times we'll go like state. But because I always am just using the maps, I don't know how to do it. Like, I always have to depend on it. But if I was just forced to like write it down and then do it, I would, do I get on 70 or 70 East? I think I'm just gonna, yeah, wait, oh yeah, I stay here. Now I don't, yeah, I have no idea. Because yeah, we went to a little different area, but like to get to Pennsylvania, or, you know what I'm saying, you would still kind of know what roads once you get on the highways and stuff. But no, too dependent, so I never learn. I should just not do it, but it's too easy. No? It's actually harming us in the long run. Like a gosh darn phone number, I cannot remember for the life of me. So, until you call a number and they're like, oh, call this number for this. You don't have a pen on you? What's the word? But remember it. And they, like, you could repeat it, and they could repeat it a couple times. You could listen to it a couple times, you know, repeat. And they say it in your head. I can't freaking do it. I can't remember. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. But if it was back in the time where we memorized phone numbers and we must have had an easier way to, you know, our brains were used to memorizing them, I think we would, like, I would be do it, but now I'll just give up. Like, I don't know. I can't do it. But like, it's only 7 numbers. Like, how can we remember 7 numbers? I don't know. I think I just overthink it. Of course, my memory is, I'm able to do it. I just don't know why. It's like, because I'm already like stressed out over it. Like, wait, I'm not gonna, wait, what is it? What is it? And then I think I just like psych myself out and I can't do it. You know? Sorry, I'm not talking right now, so it's not a little bit quiet. Darcy! Hi! What up? We're having a little road trip together. Animal mother! You guys are helping me stay awake. Man, that is good. Pepperoni rolls are so good. Trying to wake up. Just want to get back to sleep. Oh, what time is it there? I want to pass this guy so I can get in the other lane, but he's going fast for a truck. I'm going freaking 80 and I can't pass him. Oscar Blues. Isn't that fast for a truck like that, buddy? I don't know if you should be going that fast. Towel on you. I'm just joking, but dang. I don't know if I love that. I want to get away from him. Yeah, I'm going freaking 80. Alright, there we go. Just let me pass you so I can slow down. Okay, so I'm almost done with my Skittles and let drink. Should I have a piece of candy for dessert? I was doing so good with my candy though, you guys. Like weekly up to the trip, I was doing so good. Like I was not eating it. I was doing good, and then I went to that candy store. Now it's all over. I need to get back, because like I hate, it's bad, like it makes you feel like crap eating that much sugar, you know? I want to start like exercising and get back to feeling good, not eating all this junk. So live it up. All right. So okay, let's think. What can we talk about? It doesn't have to be true crime, but I'm trying to think of something interesting like that I've watched in true crime though, because interrogations, hold on, I'm trying to think which ones. I usually watch like one every night. Like I just love like random ones. I won't even know anything about the case. And I like the ones, what's that channel where, that popular channel where he like explains like the body language and, I forget, I can see his symbol. It's like a wolf, I think. I watch him a lot because of the interrogations. I'm trying to think what I watched. Which ones though? Alright, which way do I go here? I just stay in 76, I bet. Oh, she stopped. She's gonna keep calling though. Does anybody know what will happen? Dang it. I just hate it because she's not gonna just like, I can't even text her to say, oh, she can see that I'm driving. I mean, because she has the 360 app. I don't know why she has to call. Probably because I was going 80. Probably like, I text her. Alright, so let's back to where we are. What were we saying? Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, when I left the screen, you couldn't hear me. You can hear me now, right? I don't know. I guess it doesn't answer. Dang it. Hold on. So wait, you could see when I leave, but you can't hear me? I don't know. So I don't have reception. Just know it'll come back. Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me talking or no? Because I'm just curious if it does go off when I talk to my mom or not, or if it stays on, just so I know in future if I leave the screen, can you still hear or no? Yep. I have no idea how far I am. I don't know if I'm close or not. Because I don't know if I guess I could pull up the map. My mom was like, are you close? I have no idea. Because I know we're not. Now that I realize, wait, when I called you guys, I still had 4 hours. I've only been on for not even 2 hours. So if you take that into consideration, I did stop, but I only stopped for not that long. Pete, I mean 10 minutes maybe. guys still with me? Sorry, must be getting some bad reception. Must be some bad reception. I'm trying to get past these trucks. I feel like one more. Oh my god. Look at my dinner. Which I like. No. Anyway. I should get over. Hold on. Oh, they passed me anyway, but. So, what are your guys' plans for. What is today? Hold on. Thursday. What are you guys' plans for the weekend? I'm trying to think. Right now. For the case, like something that I watched. That's what I was trying to think of. Something recently that I watched. Interrogations. I know I watched. I didn't finish that one. Hold on. So I'm not going to talk about that one because I didn't even get to the part where what happened. Well, yeah, kind of. Hold on. Let me think here. Oh, what about? Well, I thought this was new, but here, they already announced this like months ago. But did you guys see? You guys probably already know the Stephen Smith. I'm a little late in the game. I didn't realize that they had two people that they're pretty sure that's involved. But they announced, the Fit News announced the two names, I think it was March or May or something. But they just did a video recently talking about it, and I thought I was going to do like an update. I'm like, holy crap, this is huge. And then when I started searching the names, I saw that they had already talked about these guys months ago that I didn't know. But Sean Connolly, I think, is the one name, and what's the other name? I forget the other name. Two guys. Did you guys see it? So remember Stephen Smith's the one that the whole Murdoch connection. Like he's like a gay boy that was in high school at the time. Found in the road, dead. It was ruled originally a hit and run. Then later, they reinvestigated it. And, the mom's not quitting. Like, no, something's not right. And so they were looking into it. And it does sound like, from what Fit News said, they got the documents and what they put together is, they think it's these two kids. Probably, I'm guessing, he gave the names, and I'm guessing they're high schooler. They went to high school with him, I'm guessing. They're like country boy. I don't know if you call it country boys, but like, what would you call them? Without being. Anyway, so their theory, or what they think from like the medical reports and everything, that they possibly, it might be like the mirror. So they do think he was struck by something, like maybe a car. The car is driving, so whether it's the mirror, the side mirror, or maybe something was somebody holding out something out the window, a bat, whatever. But I think they think it might be the side rear view mirror struck him on one side of the head, because I guess he had damage on one side and then the other side. So they think it strikes him on one side, and then the ground, him hitting the pavement really hard on the other side is how the other the other impact, and then he just basically died right there. Didn't like go flying. They said a lot of hit and runs they'll like be off the road because they hit him and they roll and fly. But this one, I think just the way he was hit, because if it was a rear view mirror, it wasn't like the front of the car, and like it hits him in the head, maybe the angle, however he was standing or whatever, and then yeah, it hits his other side of the head hits the pavement. But it sounds like they could have been, that it wasn't just like this innocent hit and run. It doesn't sound like that they're just driving and accidentally hit him. Like, I think they're thinking that it could have been like a purposeful thing where like they were like harassing him and chasing him and like, just trying to mess with him, maybe not meaning to hit him. But so I don't know. I guess it could be either way. It could be an accident, but so that's interesting. I don't know if they'll end up arresting these guys or not. But their lives are about to be flipped upside down, maybe. The one guy, so I found the one guy's Facebook, but I can't find the other guy's social media. I haven't looked a ton. I just looked a little bit before I left on the trip because I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And I was going to do that update, and then it led me to past articles where it's not new. The names have been out for months, but I just wonder if they have enough to charge him or anything. What do you guys think? What was the other name? I think one was Sean Connolly. Something like that. I forgot. Does anybody remember what the other name is? I mean, I have it at home, but just off the top of my head, I can't think. So, the one, like I said, that has a Facebook, I went through his Facebook, and he'll like make posts like saying like, I'm gonna take a second. I'll make posts. So I'm just curious, are they scared? You think something's gonna come? I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna say it was an accident, but wow, that made a weird noise. Driving on that, it was like a whistle. I was thinking for a minute, is there something wrong with my car? Did you guys hear that? Yeah, their lives might be flipped upside down. I mean, it's all right. I mean, if they did that, thinking they got away with it, hopefully they got strong evidence where it's like there's not doubt, like where it's like there's a possibility, like what if they do have the wrong people, but I wonder if they have like a smoking gun, like something where it's pretty obvious, or like did they tell, like did one of them tell their friends, or something like that. I don't know. Guy at Fitness brought up how, remember that Steven had that boyfriend or that older guy he was talking to or whatever at the time? I looked into him once, and I forget what his name is, because he had some odd things and said some odd things, but I never thought he was involved necessarily, but it just had some odd things. No, Jamie, so what the evidence they're saying is that it was not a hit, it might not have been a hit and run in the typical sense where somebody accidentally hits him and then takes off. It might have been purposely, but it sounds like he was hit by the car, but maybe by the side mirror. So it wasn't one of like, it was kind of like just the way it happened, it all lined up. It didn't present like there wasn't pieces of the car, because they hit him in the mirror, and maybe just where he hit him just made it like hard to, like for a typical hit and run. So if it hit the mirror, the side mirror hits his head, and then his other side hits the pavement. So I mean, it is kind of a hit and run, but we don't know if it's intentional. Is the whole thing. Like, so I mean, well, I don't know. It depends how you classify a hit and run, but hit and run is a car hitting the person and then taking off. So it kind of is though. But did they purposely hit him? I think so. But did they do it like, were they messing with him and meaning to hit him, or messing with him and accidentally hit him, or there's a bunch of possibilities. But the reason I think maybe it was intentional and they were messing with him is because the fact that the boyfriend said he was on the phone with Steven, remember? Which I always thought was kind of weird, and I didn't understand, like, God, you were on the phone with him when potentially maybe that happened, like right before it happened. So remember, he said he heard like mud flaps or whatever, which are called like on like a trucks, right, or something they said. So, and didn't Steven say he was being harassed at the gas station or something about a couple kids or whatever, a couple guys? So wonder if, was it a gas station or somewhere? So wonder if somehow, at the store, wherever they were, remind me, but they come in contact with each other. They're harassing Steven, and then they follow him out that road, and then just start messing with him and hit him. But do you guys think it was I'll have to listen to that again, because I don't know if the guy at Fit News is convinced it is the mirror, or there's a possibility of like them having like a bat or something out the window. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it was like they had an object, or it was just the mirror? Because that would make a difference in like what they were possibly doing. You know what I'm saying? So if they try to say, oh, we didn't mean to hit him, and you find out it was like a bat, then it's like, well, yeah, you're holding a freaking bat out the window as you drive by. That's going to be harder to convince. But I'm pretty sure he was thinking that it was probably the mirror, though. And even if, like, they said there's no pieces in the car, but let's say, and I think it is possible, it could hit the mirror and the mirror just doesn't bust all the way off. You know what I'm saying? Just hits him like at the angle where it hits him hard enough, they're going fast enough where it knocks him on the ground and then hits his other side of the head. But even if a piece did break off, like the guys could have went and got it, picked it up, so I don't know. It's interesting because that case is, what was that, from 2018, I think is the year? Could be wrong, but it's, I know it was a while ago. So we got that one. I was looking at, what else?
In 10 miles,
Keep left onto Pennsylvania Turnpike West.
Pennsylvania Turnpike West. 10 miles? Okay, we got time. Remind me what they said. Oh, to what? Yeah, you're right, it was 2015, huh? Wait, Pennsylvania Turnpike West. Since I don't have the map in front of me, I gotta remember. Did they say 1 mile or 10? I can't even remember what you just said. I think they said 10. Turnpike West. So I'm saying memory, because we're not forced to use that kind of memory all the time. I feel like we're not exercising that muscle, or I know it's not, whatever, but we're not like using it where it's getting lazy. At least mine is. Pennsylvania Turnpike West. Because, like I said, usually I have my map up, but since I have my live, I can't. I want to see what this is. Oh, that's Pittsburgh. Anyway, 10 miles. Okay, so I can just relax for a minute. It'll tell me again when it comes close. What else? What other cases, guys? I'm trying to think. Because, I mean, I watch random ones all the time. I'm trying to think what ones. It's like scattered. I can't think. Which ones I watch. Like the Delphi. I still don't know what to think about that. I have no idea. What about you guys? I can't even say like I think more one thing or the other, because I feel like I'm like 50-50. I feel like it could be Richard, but it could not be Richard. Could be a ritual sacrifice, but it could not be, you know? Hey, when is the trial for Cobra? Why do I remember hearing something where they push it back later, but they can't now? November, oh, I don't know. It was October originally, like I almost think that I wish it was a little bit later. But a part of me wishes like to get it over with, get it done, but I feel like we're not gonna be satisfied on it. I feel like it's gonna just still leave a lot of unanswered questions and doubts in our mind. Which sucks. Because I'm biting this nail like two. Two nails. I got my middle finger on my left hand and my pinky on my right hand, because I'm trying to, I quit for so long and I started biting it. So I'll just try to like narrow it. It'll start like, okay, one nail, then it starts to two. But I'm glad I've been doing these two for a while now and it hasn't progressed to more. But like I bite these two so low. I need to quit altogether again, guys. I will. I'm gonna have a piece of taffy. Cotton candy. I'll wait till it focuses. It takes a minute, but I think it's cool how it'll focus on that, and then the background will be blurry. But why isn't it doing it? Is there a trick? Like, huh, the pepperoni roll did. I'm like bound. Oh, there we go. It just looks so cool when it does it. I don't know why I like that. It's so clear. All right. This is pretty good. It's like this. I love cotton candy flavored stuff, but this is it's almost has got like a salt water, I guess. It's got like a salty taste to it, which is good. It's really good with it. Like more salty than normal cotton candy flavor. I do not like to be behind like things that have like wood or stuff. Anything that could potentially fall.
In 2 miles,
Keep left onto Pennsylvania Turnpike West.
Pennsylvania Turnpike West. had my mom hide it. I'd have my mom. Soulful music got me. I love high chews. If you guys had high chews, oh, they're so good. But she sent me some, and like a lot of bags of them. So like, hey buddy, what are you doing? You see me, right?
Use the left lane.
To keep left onto Pennsylvania Turnpike West.
So I do not understand that.
Keep left. For 38 miles.
Continue straight.
Wait a minute. No, that's broke. Or is it? Somehow. Oh, is it any? I don't know. I give up. I freaking give up with that. These toll roads are so weird. And I don't have an easy pass, but somehow I miss it or something, and then I get like a fine. But you saw, it didn't give me an option to go over there to get the tool. So why, like, where? Ever since these new, like, oh, we'll mail it to you. Like, I don't even know where to go. I've gotten fined a couple of times because they say I didn't pay the toll, but I don't know where the freaking option is. Like, where was that? I saw the toll booths to the right, but I didn't see no exit, like, to get off to get onto those, and I don't have an easy pass. And then they'll say, like, oh, send it by mail or easy pass. Well, then why am I getting fined? Just send me the bill by mail, which I do get some bills by mail for the toll, but I've also gotten fined, and I don't feel like I'm doing anything. Like, usually it's like self-explanatory. You can't get off of it without paying. So how am I able to keep getting off of it and not paying? I have no clue, but I don't like it. Maybe I'm just a freaking I don't know. See, I normally should know that if I didn't depend on the map. Anyway. Alright. Should I get my bubble milk? What is it called? That milk tea? I got it at the candy store. I'm trying to think of I keep trying to think of like cases though. That like videos that I've watched of like, or you know, when they'll do the videos where they'll tell like the whole story type, or it's like more mainstream type videos. What about like, do you guys watch those that show they have on Law and Crime where they'll, you know, like, I forget what it's called, but they'll pick a case and they have like this creepy voice, this cool voice that does the narrating, and they'll have like a cool, it's got this cool intro that doesn't even fit. Like, is it Law and Crime or Court TV? Are they owned by the same thing? Because why do I feel like it's like both sometimes? But either one of those. They have this show, you know, that like different shows on that. Like they have the one with the girl or whatever. But this is just the narrator. He's got like a voice that doesn't fit with like the Law and Crime vibe. The intro doesn't seem like it's the same company or the same. I like it. It's cool. That, if that makes any sense. I can't think what it's called though. But they, you know, they'll do like some creepy stories. They'll be like murder stories. They'll be like murder stories, you know. But so I like to watch that. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Remind me on the next live and I'll try to find it and show you what I'm talking about. somebody talk about like, when we were talking about Ashton Kutcher and that live, and then somebody's like, oh yeah, he might be involved in a murder or whatever. Remember that? And then so I looked into that. So what I got out of it is, no, they're not accusing him of actually doing the murder, but so you guys probably already know about it. You know about it. So if you don't know about it, so when and I knew about his girlfriend, you know, I remember learning about that whole thing, but not now the new details, no, because that's all new. But so, oh, what is that? Hold on a second. What the heck? Okay, that's weird. I just discovered something in my car that I've never known. Doesn't seem right. So with the whole what's the guy's name from that 70s show? Oh my god, I can't even think of his name. The guy that got charged and got 30 years for RN a couple people. But quick question, I didn't watch that trial and I don't know a lot of the details of that, but was he, I know he supposedly did it to multiple girls, but for that trial, just a trial on one of the girls, or was that a trial for the like multiple girls? I'm just curious. So what's his name though? Danny, wait. Oh my god, I know his name though, and I can't think of it. So anyway, regardless, I don't know if it was for 3 girls, okay. But that trial was for all 3, but they went through all 3. So he got 30 years. So did he get 10 for each girl or something? So, you know, he's in Scientology, and supposedly, like I said, I didn't watch the trial, so I don't know all the details, but generally, Masterson, yes. What's his first name? Danny? So supposedly, like, Scientology kind of covered it up in a way where, you know... Wait, real quick, one more question. Did the 3 girls, were they all into Scientology? Right? So, because I remember hearing something like they tried to like cover it up in a way where like they went to like the people who had Scientology, and it was 4, but they didn't go ahead. It was dropped for his ex-girl. Okay, so they didn't. So maybe like they went to like somebody in charge of Scientology, one of the leaders or whatever, and tried to like complain or like maybe tell him or something, but they just wanted to cover it up, I guess, right? Something like that. So finally, you know, they went legally and were able to get a case, and so he was found guilty, obviously, and got 30 years. Well, we know him and Ashton are really good friends, and what's Ashton's wife's name? I know her too, because I actually like her as an actress. I mean, I liked her movies. Can't even think of her name, but the other girl that plays in the 70s show, or she played in it. I can't think of her name. I'm waiting for somebody to say. I gotta get over. I keep getting sidetracked talking, and I just keep staying in this lane. But I get over, like, if once I see somebody behind me trying to get over, I get over. Usually it's like, if I'm staying in it, it's because nobody's behind me. Anyway, whatever Ashton's wife's name, can't remember, right? Oh, Mila Kunis. Yes, Mila Kunis. Okay, so he's obviously he's friends. I didn't read the letter. I'm gonna have to, you know what? This is something I'm gonna have to do. Is it out there where you can read what Ashton wrote? Or no? Like the actual letter? So what happened is, so he gets charged 30 years sentence. So Danny Masterson's mom asked them if they would write like a character, you know, statement or whatever for Danny, you know, before they sentence him, just to, I don't know if you call it a character statement, but just kind of like to help him out in a way, maybe that it could, you can read all of them, cool. Wait, did Mila and Ashton write separate ones, or was it together? So in their words, because they made a statement about it after, they said, you know, Danny's mom asked us to write this, and he's our friend. And they are saying that it wasn't to disrespect the girls. It wasn't even to say that they didn't believe the girls. This is what they were kind of saying. So it wasn't like saying like, oh, they wrote this because they were saying that it didn't happen, or they believe the girl, or they don't believe the girls, or anything like that. It was more just to talk about, you know, his character, the type of person he is, and just kind of help out. Are you guys getting commercials? Are you guys getting ads or anything? I'm just curious. Yeah, it was for sentencing. That's what I was saying. So it's for sentencing, which is, you know, they do that sometimes. So, I mean, whether you want to believe them or not, they said it wasn't to, like, disrespect the girls or even say, like, they didn't believe it, but it was just for, that, you know, they asked them to write. Whatever. That's not what they meant by it. I'm saying that's what they said. But, so they wrote the letter to the judge, and then it comes out that one of the girls, right? Was it one of the girls that Danny did that to, right? His girlfriend, maybe the one that wasn't, because somebody said the girlfriend, she didn't press charges or whatever. Whatever, one of the girls, I don't know if it was one of the girls he did that to, whether it be the girlfriend one or whatever, says, hey Derpstein, hey Ashley, says, okay, so it said, sorry, I just got a text. What am I saying, guys? Hold on. I just got sidetracked. Oh yeah, so he writes the letters, and then somehow it comes out where the girl says, I don't even know exactly what she said, but threatened him basically like, I was there that night when you called Danny, and I know exactly what happened. But here's where I'm confused, guys. What was she trying to get? Well, I mean, I'm confused. So, like, if she's saying it would have been like he would have already. It wasn't in response to them writing the letter. So was it like it's not going to take the letter back? So what was that threat for? I mean, what was she wanting from Ashton by doing that? That's what I'm not understanding. Or she was just saying that? But wasn't she like... Was she like asking for something? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do this, or I'm going to say whatever. I have no idea. Or she just did say what happened. Not sure on those specifics. But basically, this girl, his girlfriend at the time, was there when Ashton called Danny. So what it said to have happened is... that night that his girlfriend was murdered, I don't even think they were like really I mean, they were dating in a way. I think that was going to be, it sounds like that might have been like one of their first dates. I don't know. They had met before, and then I think she was like hooking up with his friend or something, right? Wasn't she supposed to go with this friend, and then it ended up they kind of liked each other. So he was going to take her out. They were going to go out that night. He, was running late, right? Wasn't he running late, he said, or something? And then he ends up going to pick her up. I don't know if he called and she didn't answer. I don't know all the specifics. I forget now. But he goes and, you know, somehow maybe she probably had her. I don't think he would have had a key at that time, because I don't think they were, you know, together for very long. But she probably just had her door open, you know. So supposedly he went in, saw her murdered, walked out as he went in to go pick her up. I think he was running late, right, or something. I don't know if he was running late, but I don't know if that was just the thing before this all came out. That's what he was saying. But so he goes in, must have went inside, sees her, goes out, and see, this makes sense because they said there was no sign of forced entry and the door was locked, so that kind of makes sense, because, you know, probably a thinking this cops like, you know, they basically, it's like, if that detail is at door locked, well, I guess he could have locked it on the outside. Never locked it on the outside. Yeah, I guess that's not a big deal. But so Ashton must have locked it on the way out, right? Goes and sits out in this car in front of the apartment, and I guess they said he was sitting out there for an hour, which is kind of stupid because then somebody's going to, if you're trying to hide that you were there, somebody's going to probably see you out there. But supposedly they said he was sitting out there for an hour freaking out because, you know, he's trying to build his career, he's famous. That gets out, like it would ruin, in his eyes, I'm saying, he's thinking, oh my God, this is going to ruin my career, my reputation or whatever. Which I don't know why, you know, no, whatever, but who knows. So he calls Danny, and I guess he was on speaker, so, hey John, I'll get with you later, yeah, let me finish this story, hold on one second, thank you. So, he calls Danny, she has it on, I guess he has it on speaker, so his girlfriend at the time hears it all. And he's like freaking out, and they make this plan to, so like that he's gonna leave and then act like he, maybe he was acting like he was running late. Maybe the whole late thing was before. And I don't know, you guys, I could not be accurate on the whole late thing. I don't know if the late thing was to give him an excuse of why, like timing, or if he really was late. But he came. She didn't answer the door. He knocked. He looks in the window, sees what he thinks is wine spilled on the carpet, which ended up being blood. This is his story, his plan, that he must have went over with Danny that night. Okay, I'm going to do this and this. And then just say, oh, she didn't answer. Figured, oh, she must be mad because I was late or something. And just left and went off to that party. And what was the, not Grammys, some kind of award show, and there was like an after party or something he was supposed to go to with her, and just leaves. So doesn't call the cops or anything, just leaves. And then when the cops interviewed him, oh yeah, you know, I was supposed to pick her up. Oh, because he was worried about the DNA. Oh, there's gonna be DNA on the door, and you know. And so yeah, instead of calling the cops, he goes to the party. And then when the cops talk to him, because was the next morning somebody found her, right? Wasn't that how that happened? Forget. Her roommate? Did she have a roommate, right? Or something? I think it was the next morning, right? Anyway, yeah, so they interviewed him or whatever, and he's like, yeah, you know, I stopped over. Nobody came to the door. I was late. I thought she was just upset when I went out with her friends. I looked through the window. I saw, looked like wine. Thought maybe, you know, there was a party or something. Smelled wine, whatever. So I guess it was said that the cops said that he's like threw off the investigation because they knew he was lying. One of the things people said is maybe because the window you wouldn't be able to see. Somebody said that, I don't know how accurate it is, but you wouldn't be able to see. I forgot my windshield wipers. I have to wipe them off because they're going to be loud. Shit. Come on. You wouldn't be able to see that part where the blood was. I don't know if that's true. But there's just reasons where they knew that he wasn't being fully honest. And so basically said it kind of hindered the investigation, in which they could have possibly caught the guy sooner, and he ended up killing again. I don't know, for sure one other time, I don't know, did he end up killing more than one other girl? But for sure he ended up killing at least one other person. So it's like, before they caught him. So they're like, would they have caught him sooner? Because they could have cleared Ashton. Because I guess they knew he was lying, so they're probably looking at Ashton too. And then just not knowing, like Ashton could have gave him a better timeline and gave him more details, you know. Said the door was open, maybe because if you walked in, but yeah. So, yeah. Instead, he's thinking about himself and his reputation, and he just leaves the girl there instead of calling the cops. And now somebody else ends up dead, which, I don't know. I mean, you can't predict for sure. Oh, there we go. No, this whole time I can control the chat. I can actually move it up and see. Patty, how much longer? You sound like a kid. Are we there yet? I don't know. I really don't. I bet we're soon. What do you guys think of Ashton now? Do you think he's a bad person or? And do you think it's bad for? Well, one thing. Okay, wait. You said you could read the letter. In the letter, does it sound like they are saying that they don't believe the victims? Or no? But if the letter is just like a character kind of thing, we're just saying like, here's the guy I knew, this and that, and they're not trying to necessarily say that, you know, oh, he's innocent, or you know what I'm saying? They're understanding what he did was wrong, but as a friend, they were just asked to write that, and they are friends with him. Is that wrong? Like, let's say one of your best friends does a horrible thing like that, and their family, and you've known them since they've been younger, and I'm not saying just because they're a good friend to you that they didn't do these horrible things. Yes, they did, but they were a good friend to you, and the family just ask, hey, can you write a letter to the judge just to, you know, tell the person you knew or whatever? Would you do it? And is it wrong for somebody to do it? Oh, yeah, Jen. Dude, last year or so, this was a couple years ago, I wanted to cover that case. There's some stuff now. I don't remember all this stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to dig it up again. Some of the stuff about Brittany Murphy, and like, I had a theory, and now I forget what it was. Like, I had a theory on who I thought it was, and the whole thing. Like, there was like a motive and everything. I got to think about it. It's been a while, but no, I'm just talking about the letter. Now, the whole murder thing and him not calling, that's a whole nother story. But, like, I wish I could do a poll right now to ask. Like, number one, I would ask, would you do that for a friend? And you're not, it's not that you're saying that what he did was right and that he didn't do it. It's just, you're saying what he means to you as a friend, and, you know, the person he was to you. Just to show the judge, because they asked, would you do it? And is it wrong to do that? Number one. And then going to the murders thing, is that wrong what he did? So, if I were to answer the statement, no, I don't think there's an issue with that. I want to read the letter, as long as the letter is what they described, and it's not disregarding like the victim's story or anything like that. I would say, no, you're allowed to do that. So, not saying that he's innocent, or just, it's a friend, and, you know, his friend did do horrible things, but it doesn't mean that he's not their friend and he can't write something. See, where's the regular one? Easy Pass? I don't have Easy Pass. I don't freaking have Easy Pass. I get so confused. Did I go down the wrong one? Oh, this one's giving me a ticket. Yay! Yay! Good. Usually there's no ticket. Okay. So, but yeah, as far as them writing it, I don't think there's anything wrong with them writing it. For a friend. He could still be their friend and do this horrible thing. It doesn't mean that he wasn't their friend. You know what I'm saying? I know it's horrible to, you know, like, you probably a realization for them too, like, this is my best friend and he did these horrible things, but you can't just take away that friendship. I mean, they could be like, I don't know if I want to be friends with you anymore, but you can't just take away the whole past friendship they had and said that didn't mean anything. You weren't a friend. You know what I'm saying? That he was a friend to them. So that part I don't see anything wrong with. Now, for them to just write it for their friend, I don't necessarily think that that's bad. I don't know. You guys are probably going to hate me, but like, as long as they're telling the truth and they weren't saying that he's innocent or anything. They were just writing it as a friend, as their friend. And as long as it didn't come across like, oh, they think, oh, he shouldn't be punished. And I definitely think that he shouldn't do to any time. You know, I'm sure they agree that he needs to freaking be punished for. Sorry, I keep knocking out. But I hope you guys aren't taking what I'm saying the wrong way, because I'm not giving it. No, what he did was, I don't know all the details, but any R against anybody's horrible. And I can imagine Danny probably used his freaking fame and power to freaking do that, which is sick. Like, I hate ill. No. I would never want to be friends with that guy, but I'm just saying, like, they were, so I don't know if that's necessarily like that he should be like canceled for that, for writing a letter, or like, oh,
In 2 miles,
Take exit 234 on the right onto
I just have to read it, so I guess I shouldn't say anything till I read it. I just saw their statement about the letter. But so yeah. The murder thing though, yeah, I think that's 100%. Ashton and them had any inkling that he was that type of person, and he was doing that to girls and using his power way, then overall, that's what I'd be mad about. You know what I'm saying? Not that he wrote a letter for a friend that's about to get sentenced and maybe lose his whole life, which I'm not saying it's not deserving, but that they're just asking him to write a letter. But the fact that if he knew that was going on,
use the right lane to
take exit 234 on the right onto I-680 North.
or knew what type of person he was and still remained to be his friend and support him while it was going on, then yeah, I think that's disgusting. But I don't know all the details. And I guess there's a chance that maybe they did. I would
keep right.
freaking hope not. But yeah, if that's the case, then yeah. And then, like, I guess Ashton stepped down from that thorn, or wait, what is that thing called that they run for the trafficking thing? I'm already, dude, did I already lose the ticket? Oh, here it is. Oh my god.
Take the exit onto
South Avenue, then turn right.
Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I could bring up my. Alright, but yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't have all the details, but I did watch this video though that kind of disgusted me. I'll tell you about it in a minute, with Ashton and Mila. You guys probably have seen it if you're like following the case. Oh, he stepped down though, is what I was gonna say. He stepped down after all that, which is a good idea, because now, like, if you mix like what people are thinking, at least because of that letter and all that stuff's coming out, and then he's in charge, like the president or whatever, of something like that, it would not look good for the whatever group or whatever it's called, but organization. But I don't know, it is making me second guess though, like the type of person he is. It does make me wonder. But I'm just saying, just the letter in itself, just look at that part, then I don't think that's a huge thing. But if you look at the bigger picture, and maybe there's chances that he knows, that he knew what a jerk that Danny was. Yeah, that part. It does make me wonder about Ashton. It does make me wonder about Ashton. It sucks because I thought, like, before that, I was thinking he was, like, a decent guy. You know, like, doing that for the trafficking thing. I was thinking, oh, he's like this celebrity that doesn't have to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's, like, helping. I really thought he was a decent guy. But I am doubting that. Definitely doubting that. And I heard he was, like, super smart, too. I hope I didn't say anything, you guys. Now it's like I'm so worried about how I word things and how I'm taken with all this other the autopsy stuff, you know? Because I do get, like, taken wrong a lot of the times. So it's like, I just now, like what I just said, like, if that gets taken, like, not how I meant it, it could look really bad. Which sucks that I have to feel that way. Okay. I wonder how much this would be. Wait, where do you put this? Okay, you guys, I'm confused. We accept. Am I missing something here? Now I'm gonna get in trouble for not paying. Okay, press button, amount due. What am I missing? You guys, I feel like an idiot. Do I, like, move up? Hold on a second. I don't know. Oh, insert ticket as shown. Okay. Dude, that's not... This way. Where do you put the freaking money? $0.75. Okay. Shoot, I don't have a freaking dollar. You guys, I'm like not. This guy behind me is gonna freaking get mad. Sorry, buddy. Hold on. He's gonna get mad. Watch, you guys. Well, if we have a road rage thing, you guys are gonna witness it. I feel like he's gonna start yelling at me. Hold on. No, you can't hear me. Trying to get the money. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. Oh my god. I swear he's gonna be so mad. Alright. Coins only. Here we go, buddy. Why do they make things so difficult? Here's what you guys couldn't see what I was looking at, but there's this big screen that says amount due, but there's nowhere, it doesn't say what, and there's nowhere to see when I'm off. I want to know so I could, like, look at my map a little bit while you guys are, but I don't know if you could freaking hear me. Some people are saying you can and some people aren't. I'm confused. You can. Alright. So, no, I'm telling you guys, there's a screen that says amount due, but there's nowhere to put your ticket where the screen is. But then you see all these little contraptions that, yeah, but I don't know. People are saying breaking up, cutting up. All I want to know is, does it go off when I leave the screen? I still am not understanding if it does, but oh well. Because I'm getting, like, mixed answers, like answers that are. I just want to explain it. It has that freaking screen, but then up, you'd have to drive up a little bit, and it has all these contraptions where it looks like a card slot, ticket slot, whatever. But then it's like, wait, the screen's way back here. If I drive up here, I'm not going to be able to see the screen. Doesn't the screen have something to do with it? So I was afraid to pull up a little bit to see the whatever. Because then I thought the screen had something to do with it. And then, so I pulled up, and yeah, that's where you needed to go.
In 15 miles.
Take a slight right 14.
But it's just, yeah, that's about it. But it's just confusing how they have it. I get nervous, like, okay, so if I'm in a drive-through and like there's somebody behind me, like I get like, I feel like I have to rush. I hate that feeling. I hate that I get like that. Because I'll just be like, oh, I don't know, and then it makes me like where I can't even think on what I want. And then like I won't even, like I won't, like for instance, if I'm going through drive-through and I'm planning on, I want to look at the menu to kind of like look at what I want. But then I feel like if somebody's behind me, I can't do that. So it's like, then I just like don't even get what I freaking want because I feel like, and then I start getting mad at the person. I don't really, I don't like to talk to or yell and everything, but in my head I'm starting to get like mad at the person behind me because I'm like, God, why is he rushing me? Even though if he's not, even if he's not doing anything, I feel like he is. Like for instance, that guy behind me at the toll, he might have been totally fine and I just thought he was getting mad. Because most people do. Telling you, hey Melissa, I feel like most people do get mad, especially in cars. Everybody's got like, Ashton made a video. I know, that's the one. If they were talking about Ashton and Mila, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was saying, how they said it was it, you know, whatever, they explained it. That's what I've been talking about. I didn't get to read the letter, but I saw the video that they said explaining it. One more saltwater taffy, and then I go home and I say, Mom, hide this. I'm in Ohio. I didn't see a sign now. Sometimes, depending where you're at, you'll be like, welcome to Ohio when you go, or welcome to whatever state. Pretty sure we've been in Ohio for a little while, but I don't know exactly where right now. Oh, we can, I don't know. Probably. Man, that taffy's so gosh darn good. Hello from, we were checking out to some Adele. How freaking, okay, how sweet is Adele, by the way? So, like, I've always liked her music. Like, I remember, the year before, or maybe only a couple months before. It was sometime right before we moved to Colorado. It was it would have been the birthday before we moved to Colorado. So I moved to Colorado in May. So it would have been that October before that. For my birthday, my Randy got me, because I really I liked Adele. So this was when she was just getting big. Just hit it big, basically. And so he bought me her new album at the time, you know. And I always thought she seemed really cool. Go ahead. She seemed really cool, and like I really loved her voice. Her music was really good, you know. And so, yeah, I always liked her. And then, you know, I live life, and you know, you hear her on the radio or whatever. Like I said, I had her album, and I only had that album. So, like I said, I always thought she seemed like a cool girl, like a good voice. But just recently, you know, I watched like shorts on YouTube. So, like, I came across like an Adele short, or a couple Adele shorts, and like where she goes through the audience and like chats with everybody, and how sweet she is. So then, and there's this one channel that has such good ones. When she doesn't, like, she'll go through it, like when her Vegas show, she'll go through it with that song When We Were Young. So I had that You look like a movie. I'm saying that all day, all week. I couldn't stop. Just that line right there. Well, no, some other parts too, but mostly that one. So anyway, because that must be the time she goes around, like, interacts with the fans. I mean, she does throughout a lot of the concert. You can see clips. She's really awesome. But she'll walk around and fans will give her stuff and stuff. But she's an amazing human being she is. Like, she's, like, seems like she really has a heart and really cares about people, you know? It's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Do you like Adele? Go check out, like, just type in, like, Adele talking to audience or whatever. Like, it gets you choked up. Like, just watching how amazing she is, you know? Like, super talented, you know? She'll, like, take the time to stop at the audience members and, like, it's, like, almost like, you know, celebrities, like, you know, they're living stuff every day. So she's going to concerts, singing concerts, and that's her every day. That's her, you know? But what happened a long time ago, Jamie? But, she it's like she remembers and realizes that, like, these fans of hers this is a huge moment for each one of them, so that moment is, like, huge for them. It might just be an everyday thing for her, but it's, like, very important for them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she takes that extra mile, and, you know, whether it be, like, take the selfie with them, sign the autograph, say, like, talk to them and stuff. And there's just one. Well, there's a few that just. Sorry. But there's this one that so sweet. But there's this one that so sweet. And a child, so she lost, like, grabs this heart, and she's, like, walking away as she's singing when we were young. You know, she's singing and she's looking at it, and then she hugs. And she, like, puts the card to her heart. But it's like she, like, first of all stopped and read it, like, even read the card, you know? Oh, it's just really sweet. I'm very amazed like, just how loving she is for, like, you know, strangers. Very impressive. But there's a lot more. Like, that's just one example. You guys, you'll be able to find a lot that you're just like, wow, that is this, like, there's a lot of actually does care about people and has, you know, not like a narcissist or something. I'm not saying they all are, but, like, I don't know, it's just sweet to see somebody like that. Really? Oh, it's jumping, John. Well, I'm sorry if this live has been choppy and jumpy, but you guys have helped me, like, stay awake for this ride. Like, I didn't have any issues with I didn't have to smack my face. I didn't have to shake my head. I've been awake. You guys have helped. Like, so I might do this more often if I go on a trip. I'll have this safety net to be able to just go live and not have this fight to freaking keep my eyes open or to stay awake. Like I said, it even gets to a point where, well, Jonathan, it was 5.5 hours for me, and I didn't realize it till yesterday. I thought it was halfway. It's like 4. So I'm, like, going into it yesterday thinking, okay, 4, and then I look it up, and I'm the one that picked the place. So, you know, it's just silly. I just must have, because, you know, we wanted to find a good haunted place, so it doesn't have to be halfway, you know, because you want to find a good place. But I thought it was more halfway, and then I looked it up the day before I left. I'm like, 5.5 hours. I could almost went to New York. But yeah, but it wasn't bad. Like, because the way there, you're kind of excited, so I didn't have too much trouble staying awake on the way there. But the way back is always a struggle. But I didn't struggle because I freaking got on a live about an hour into the trip, and I wasn't falling asleep yet. So, yeah. So it worked out good, dude. I am happy that I know this works, and I could go on as many trips as I want. There'll just be some crazy, like, random live streams of me talking about Adele and Ashton Kutcher and stuff. But what are you gonna do? Who else? What kind of music do you guys like? Of course, Adele's not my like. If I say, oh, what type of music that would be, but I think everybody can appreciate Adele, no matter what kind of music you listen to. That's like a certain feeling, a certain type, or it's like it fits with certain things. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like my style, it would be, well, like growing up, it was always like the hippie music, like Grateful Dead. I've always liked all kinds of music anyway, but now it's like I listen to more just whatever, a lot of different rock, yeah. I know 80s is like what the big hair type, like heavy, not heavy. I don't know. I guess it would be heavy, called heavy metal, but it's a little bit different. Yeah, I wasn't a huge. I like Guns N' Roses though. I like a lot of their songs though. But no, if we're just talking about 80s, that's not who I'd be like. Oh, that's what kind of music? I wouldn't say, oh, Guns N' Roses. I like that rock. I like 60s music, 70s. Like growing up, like that, it would be like I said, Fish, Grateful Dead, that, and then there's like a lot of stuff you guys probably haven't heard of, like the jam band stuff. Like that's where I go, like tours, and that was like my concerts, and that was like it's almost like a lifestyle you live, like the hippies and like the festivals and stuff. So I definitely like that, but I also like you know, just the classic rock. Beatles, Beatles are awesome. Blues. You know who's really good? This one album, dude. When I was in Colorado, I got it. And I like wore it out. I listened to it so much. Oh my god, I can't even think of his name. He plays. Hold on. Wait. Oh my god, I can't think of the. Picture his face. He's got, well, I don't know what he looks like now, but at one time he had like long blonde hair, really good at guitar. I can't think of his name, but he's good. What about rap? Okay, so I never, if you would ask me like in high school, like what music is your least favorite, I would say rap. I used to always say, because I did not like rap except Tupac. I always liked Tupac, and I like Eminem. Like in high school, I liked them too, but now I don't know. I mean, I feel like rap is like intermixed with like other stuff. I don't even know where rap ends and where does like hip hop, or where I don't know. I don't know how to classify all that. As far as rap, because there'll be like rap songs that have like a good like I don't know, what do you call that? Like where they take, what is that called? Where they take song, like they take or I guess they don't always take it from old songs. Sometimes they'll just have their own little hook type thing in there, or like the music, or stuff, the way they're putting together music, it is pretty good. It like can make you feel things. I think the reason I never relate, the lyrics for rap is like I couldn't relate to that. So like when I listen to music, I love the lyrics. Of course I like the music part, but I'm a very lyric based, like, you know what I'm saying? I always want to listen to the lyrics and what they say and mean, and that's a lot of times what gives me the chills from the lyrics mixed with the music, and sometimes just the music. You know, a lot of my jam bands with just the music, but like with rap, it's like I couldn't relate to like killing and you know like that kind of stuff. Where it's like, how can I even relate to that in any way to like feel it? But for some reason, Tupac, I don't know how, but it's like I could relate to some of the stuff personally, but then more, it was like. It got me like emotional and like that, you know, when you feel that music, because you believe like he went through that stuff. So for him, but like a lot of the rap back then when I would listen to it is like I believed they were just saying it to like say it, and it wasn't real. So it was like I could never really get into those lyrics because I feel like it was fake. It's like you're just saying that. It doesn't even mean anything. But like with Tupac when he said it, I feel like it was his life and it was real and you could feel it like in his, I don't know, you just feel the emotion and the passion when he's saying it, and it just felt real, like that it was really his.
At the next stop sign,
Take a slight right turn.
So yeah, so like I would feel that from him, like going through it, if that makes sense. Where I get like the chills and stuff because you could feel like it was really real for him, you know. So I don't know. I really did like his music. Like I felt a lot from it, you know. And for rap, you know, at the time. You can't do that with rap. But that's what I'm talking about, like growing up, like in high school. Whoa, you guys back? I don't even know. Hold on, let me just make sure. I didn't even open my bubble tea. Ashley! Sorry I'm not able to read chat too much. I'll see just a couple pop up here and there. But, who else though? Oh, Eminem. I was going on to say Eminem. I love Eminem too. Because he's so talented, dude. Dang, he's so good. But I don't know. Who else is a rapper these days? I have no idea. I don't even know who they are. So that would probably be my least favorite. Well, depending. Like I said, I do like some. Like those two. And then... but yeah. I'm not a big heavy metal fan. That hard, like real hard stuff. No, never really got into that. I like country. I like bluegrass. I guess it would be hip hop. I don't even know what I classify the type where it's like I said back in the day, if you'd be like, no, I don't really like hip hop, but in reality, like. I don't know if I know exactly what hip hop is. Like what would be classified as. To be honest, I really don't. But I like, oh, do you guys know Shahu? I love Shahu. He helped me out through some dark times, I tell ya. Like right after my sister died. Also, wait, was it Pine Boys of Alabama? Yeah. Album, it was so freaking good. So I got one for my sister because it like helped me get through that when my nephew died. And I was like, maybe it could help you too. It was just so good. Was it Pine Boys? Yeah, I think. I feel like they were with somebody, with another artist on it. But yeah, Mana Shahu's good. Does anybody listen to Mana Shahu? Who else? I don't know. There's a bunch, probably. I feel like I got like, I don't know what that is. Not like wax, like it's something like a, from where we were, I mean. That makes sense. Like on the top of it. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Like, that was easy. I didn't have to, like, hit my face at all. I couldn't figure out, like, all the true crime, like, random cases. I was trying to think of something to, like, talk about, and I couldn't even really think of any. So that... maybe next time I'll write some down, topics, so I don't ramble on about Adele, silly stuff. This car is still behind me. driveway and then they just pass. It's like you're convinced they're following you, but they're probably just have to go the same way to get to their house. But who knows? I mean, it could be. I am getting tired, but not that I'm gonna fall asleep. But when I go home, I feel like I could. Gotta unload my car. What do I? So you guys, what case? You know, now that I'm back home, I don't even know what to cover. Any new cases? I guess we could talk about the boy at the box. Are you guys interested in that? And is there any new cases that we could talk about? I still could read the Barrymore few affidavit. That would take me like a few different times, but I don't, is it worth it? Like, I mean, will you guys even be interested in it to go through it? It's interesting, but it would take a little bit of time, effort and time. Like, just want to make sure people would even be interested in it. Because, I mean, reading is like, I like doing it, but it's like, it's tiring to read. I know it sounds silly, but if you start reading out loud, and then you're like, pages and you're like, whoa, dang, man, like your voice gets sore and tired. But no, I like doing it. My point is are you guys even like interested? Will it be like more you're just there because you can chat, you just want to hang out in live chat, or is it really because of like you want to hear the affidavit? I still haven't finished the Courtney one, but over a little bit about like I have like all those thousands of files. I could put some videos together, but a lot of this stuff is already out there for the most part. Not all of it though. I have some stuff I haven't seen, like those clips of him. He must be attaching his phone to like something, a long pole, and then he holds it up to her window to look inside her room. But all the ones I have, she's not in the room, so I don't know if he actually has anywhere he does that and she is in the room. I have no idea. And if he does, why? I don't know why they didn't include it. But maybe all the times he did it, she wasn't. I don't know. Halloween's coming up. Has any of you guys went to one of those like amusement park haunted house during Halloween? I went to the I always wanted to do that was like so much fun. I'm like I used to love roller coasters and stuff, and then Halloween mixed is like heck yeah. But I did the Kings Island one with my parents and my nephews, which was pretty cool. It was like during the haunted time where they had haunted houses and stuff. But the sucky thing is we only did walk through one of the haunted houses because nobody wanted to go. I was so excited. I wanted to go to so many of them, and my nephews were a little bit younger then, so Cam, my youngest nephew, was afraid to death. I mean, like, I knew he had no desire to go to haunted houses. But like Case, the older one, we always talked about it, and he was like all for it. So I thought, yeah, me and Case will go, and no, we got there in line for the first one, and I said something. He said that I freaked him out, and then he almost like didn't even want to go in that one, and then that's it. He just was too scared. He only went in that one. So I was like, I'm not gonna go in them by myself. Sucks because they're like all in the amusement park, and there's like, they're shorter.
At the next stop,
Sign, turn left.
And there's a bunch of them, but and you don't have to pay. They're included in the thing, and yeah, I was disappointed. It's like, dang, that's why we went, you know. It's like, I know there's no way I'm gonna go to these haunted houses by myself. Yeah, right. Wouldn't even be fun.
at the stop sign.
Turn left onto Union Avenue Northeast.
It wasn't even scary when I told him. I was just talking about like a haunted house that we went to in Colorado, and Randy, and how like it was so cool because like it was like so much higher grade, or what do you call it, than like the ones in Ohio. And it was cool because you had to like go through like walls, like you go to an end and you like had to figure out what you had to do.
In 1.7
7 miles. Turn right to merge onto Atlantic Boulevard Northeast toward Canton.
So, and you had to like open, like there were like a hay house on a delay because I don't know what you guys are answering, but let's see. Doo-doo. I'm getting there. I don't know if I should. I feel like when I get home, I'm probably gonna wake up. It's like, should I take a nap or do something? Yeah, okay, guys. What case? Is there any new case? Help me out. Email me. I mean, you can email my old cases, but I'm. It's early, so if I take a nap, then it's like my whole night's basically over. Or should I just go to bed early and stay up a little bit, you know? Ashley the bag! Yay! So tired. I can imagine if I wasn't talking to you guys, then I would be really struggling, guys, because I'm like tired, but like because I'm talking to you, I'm not struggling staying awake. But dang, delirious. So this is 62. This is 62. This is the highway I used to take to. Part of the highway that Zaffarelli's Pizza when I worked there, and this is a highway that I take now to get home. Actually, I can turn off the maps. I know where I'm at now. I know where I'm at actually. Yay! Do-do-do. To say something loud. I just found out that DMX died the other day. I mean, he didn't die the other day, but why did I know he was dead? I was just watching something about, it wasn't even necessarily just about DMX. They're talking about like artists, rappers, I don't know, and oh no, it was about his daughter was doing some video about drug addiction stuff. Because he died of, drug overdose. I don't know if it was fentanyl. I don't know, but she was talking about, I think it was fentanyl. She was talking about like, drug addiction. She's doing like some show, documentary, or she started some organization, something. And so I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even know he died. No, I know, Alan. I'm not saying that That's my point. I'm not saying that he just died. I'm saying I didn't even realize he died, which I wouldn't. Now I don't listen. I wouldn't. It's not like I keep track of him or I listen to him, you know. But I know who he is, and I just don't. So I guess it's not weird that I didn't know that, but I just didn't know. I just thought he was still alive. So yeah, they were. So it was like about. I was watching something about drugs, and yeah, so his daughter's doing something, which is really cool. Like I say, she's really young, and she's like. Well, Jen, because I don't know, I'm not in that, whatever, like I don't know, I'm not like a fan of his, where I know, like I keep track of him, if that makes sense. So it does make sense that I didn't know, but the reason I'm surprised that I didn't know though is because you know how when famous people die, it's like usually all over everything, like, oh, newspapers, articles, you know, YouTube, this guy died over the radio, so that's why it's like, wow, I can't believe I didn't hear somewhere. What year was it though? I still don't know. What year did he die? Anybody? And DMX is okay. So the one guy that we used to live with, him and his girlfriend lived with me and Randy for a little bit. He's actually where we got our drug dealer at the time. But yeah, what year? Oh, in 21. So anyway, he I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, we were listening, like he had this there was another one. He introduced us to another like underground type I don't know if you call it underground, but like rapper that was just so good. Like the lyrics were so amazing, and I can't remember who it was, but he got. So I do like rap. Never mind. So yes, that's so weird talking about rap and the only two I was thinking. I said Eminem and Tupac, and that whole conversation we just had, and somehow it just led me, and not because of that conversation, but because of DMX, but it led me to yes. So I was introduced to a couple really amazing like underground rap artists through Trenton, and I forget the one. I was like obsessed with his lyrics. Like he's so talented, and I just listened to him all the time when he like turned me on to him. I was like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. Like he talked about like real life, real world problems, you know, like so I could relate to it. So that's the thing. It's not that I don't like rap. It's that back when in high school when it was on, all that rap was stuff like I couldn't relate to because it's like gang and killing, you know, that kind of stuff. But this was like in like real world stuff and like just awesome lyrics, deep and just I wish I could think of his name. But my point about DMX, so of course I've heard of the guy DMX, you hear the name, but I never even knew like what his music was, any of his songs. I'm thinking of the right guy as far as him being the person I'm talking about in this part of the story. So he was like considered underground, right? Like in the underground rap scene or however you want to call it. Am I thinking of the right guy as far as that part? And then he kind of maybe sold out a little bit, but you know, kind of got mainstream maybe a little bit, I think. Yeah, I like Eminem and Tupac were the two, and then like I said, he turned me on to some of the underground rap that man, wonder if Randy will remember the guy. I'm gonna try to Google names and see if I could tell you next live the guy I'm talking about that I was like such a good lyrics are amazing. Anyway, back to DMX. I think that's the guy that also where Trent liked him, and he's well, no, he kind of liked him. He said I think he was saying like how he sold out, but he used to be like underground. He used to be like really good, and then he's kind of whatever. And so he played me a couple songs, and I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, not too bad. At least the ones, and I think he played me ones like before he got like real big or whatever. But yeah, that's all I have about the story. But now it's making me wonder. It's making me really want to think of that guy that I listened to so much, like all night. I would just his lyric. What was his name? Name some underground rap people. Anybody? Or did I lose y'all? I'm trying to think if I freaking know how to end this live stream. Hold on. How do you do it? Let me see. I'm not doing it right this second, but I just want to see when I need to. How I can. I don't know. Boys to Men, oh my god, yeah. I used to jam out to Boys to Men in grade school. They had their little cassette tapes. Their singles where they came in cardboard, some of them. Lil Wayne, no. I don't even know Lil. I mean, I know who he is. I don't know if I would know his music. I guess I just don't listen to a lot of it enough for it because it's just like you hear one and it's just like, eh. But I'm sure some of them might have some decent stuff. I don't know. I couldn't even name a Lil Wayne song though. No, not A$AP Rocky. No, this person was. I'm talking about when he turned me on to him. It was the year. Let me think. Probably like maybe 2013 or 14 is when. And this guy's already been around for a while, but that's when he introduced me to him. So I don't know. No, not A$AP Rocky, and not Ludacris. No, it's none of the mainstream. Like it's nobody that's like mainstream now or like that's really popular. It was somebody I never had heard of, and still to this day I never heard of him. As far as like you don't hear his name in like mainstream, or you probably would never catch him on the radio or. It's not a name that gets passed around. It's like an underground or whatever you call it, where they're like independent, like not mainstream at all. This person, so go that route if you're gonna help try to figure out who it is. No, Melissa. Yeah, no, you can name those. We were at one point. No, keep doing it. Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm just trying to get this rap, and I'm not like this rap for, like I said, growing up and be like, what music list do you? I like everything but rap. That's what I used to say. But like I said, if the lyrics are good, yeah. So now I'm trying to think of this rap that I really loved. This my friend turned me on to. Like, you know, he would talk like his stuff was like a lot of political talk, but it was just like amazing. Oh, you know who I love though? McDonald. Tom McDonald, right? Wait, why does that sound weird? Is that right? Yeah. He's freaking amazing. I love his lyrics. So I do like rap. I mean, he's considered rap. So yeah, but I'm talking about growing up. I would say everything but rap, but I like Tupac and Eminem. But yeah, now like we're getting rappers that actually rap about important stuff and real stuff, and like not just to make them look cool or. But like some of the rappers, I feel like back in the day, it probably was their real life too. But like rappers now. Yeah, so yeah, it's just changed. I mean, there's a lot of like, yeah, I love him. Hopefully I didn't offend. I mean, you probably love or hate him, but dang, that guy can write some good lyrics. But that's not who I'm thinking of. So I'm still trying to think of that guy. No, not Public Enemy. Shoot. Somebody, like I said, it's just not. I don't even know if you guys. I don't think you guys.
At the next light.
Wouldn't even know who he was, I bet, because he's not. I feel like once I figure out his name, you're not going to even. Most of you probably wouldn't even know who he was, but maybe not. But it's not going to be one of those ones you're like, either you're going to know him or you don't. It's not like somebody you hear anybody talking about. I feel like because it is like an independent. But yeah, I remember I would like sit there and like listen over and over to like certain lyrics and write them down, like some of them. But yeah, so that was like I said,
At the light.
Use the right lane to turn onto Harmont Avenue Northeast.
Yeah, so there's a lot of freaking talented people out there. I swear. I mean, like sometimes like
Turn right. In 4.1
miles, turn left onto Lancaster Gate Southeast.
Especially when you're freaking trying to, like, listen to music or something, and then this girl comes and interrupts you with the directions. Hold on, I could turn it off. I know we're on the end of this road, because I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to take you all the way to my house. Sorry, can't do it. Even though it's not like it's a people. It's not. I mean, it's not like it's a what do you call it? It's all public. You know, everything's public, and where people live is all public information. But still, not Method Man. No, not Diabolic. It's just like if I'm remembering right, and I don't know 100% if I'm remembering right, it's been so long ago, and remember that's the time I was getting high and just not, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm remembering, if my memory serves me right, it's just like the name of him, like a name, I think. If that, that sounds funny, wait. Not like, you know, like Diabolic, that wouldn't be like his real name. I'm pretty sure it's just like his real name, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I hope I'll be able to find it. I doubt Randy would remember. Randy liked him too, but I was the one that was like really like just listening and like writing the lyrics and just really paying attention to every lyric and like just like, oh my god, this guy, like stuff he says and talks about it, just like. But how people do that, how talented some people are with like lyrics or even like their instrument or whatever their craft may be, it's like, it amazes me how people could be so talented. I feel like I'm not really talented at anything. Like I tried guitar, suck. I'm not one of those people that just have talent. I had to really work at it and like practice, and like then I don't practice and I forget it. I have to try to do it all over and hours trying to do it. I just don't have the natural talent. I'd have to, you know, if I did it, I'd really have to teach myself and like practice. But like, you know, people are just natural, like Adele and her freaking voice. Or like even just to come up with the song lyrics, you know, the melody, everything. It's just like, oh, man, people are amazing. And then I mean, you can get into science and that kind of stuff too. But it's even like artists in different ways, or like painting, or amazing, man. I'll say you're back, or have you been here the whole time? Hey, Shanti. I don't know. Oh, Shanti, what is she? Is that a singer, or sounds familiar, but I can't think of what. I don't even know. Is that a girl or a guy? I don't know. I know I've heard the name, but I can't think. So you guys are naming people you like? Is that what you're doing, Jennifer Lopez? Wait, so you like Jennifer Lopez as a singer, dancer, what, artist, everything? I don't know. Person? Alright, I gotta figure out how to end this when I get to the end of this road. Oh, woman singer, okay. Thanks, Ashley, I don't know. I am heading home, Kimba. Heading home. You got everybody watched. Was hanging out with me from Pennsylvania. We were at Cashtown Inn. Dang! I should have said. Well, I didn't have a holder for my phone. Gosh, if I would have been able to like live stream it there a little bit. Why didn't I? Wait a minute. I should have. Could have live streamed there. You guys could have seen the place live. Aww. Think about that. It's like, I don't know, I guess like when I'm on my trip, it's just like, if I'm away, it's like, oh, it's a little vacation, and I just don't think about work, because I mean, even though this isn't, I mean, look, we're hanging out, but, next time, I'm gonna have to do that. I wish I would have. Or at least started live streaming when I was there, and then left, but like, starting from there. But, and then if I would have got something from my car on the way there to hold my phone, because I I just got something, but now dude, I might do more car, well, obviously for trips, but even if like, I just not like a long trip, I have this in my car, I could just be like, oh, I'm gonna go somewhere, I guess I don't know where I'd go and live stream in the car, because if it wasn't a long trip, I mean, it would just be where would I, it would be a short trip, take you to the store or something, I don't know, I guess I had to be going somewhere. All right, yo, gotta go, I gotta figure out how to end this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. You saved my life. Maybe literally you could have, like, for real. Yeah, I know, huh, Kimber? They do. All right, thank you. You guys are the best. See you next time. Should be soon, I'm sure. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to